think. Is it on the volume? It's on the volume. Right. Is that all? Jacob, can you rescue it?
It's all good.
It's all good.
How does it stand up straight?
Maybe you should lean it in there.
I didn't lean it, I stood it under. I stood it towards the back of the fireplace.
How does it stay stood up?
Well, it didn't. It didn't, did it?
Oh, right.
Like that. I'll do what? If it doesn't. I'll do. Yeah.
Perfect.
For now. Yeah.
Yeah?
Right then. So yeah, we can continue as normal. But ultimately we're playing Toxworth's Clockwork, which is for 5th level characters, and you are not 5 yet. So there's that to take into account, but sometimes the way. So, and also I think generally these are for like, it says like 4 to 5 players are meant to be on a party. Again.
So we're under-leveled and out
Again.
and under-numbered.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it's
Outgunned, outmanned.
going to be.
Outnumbered, outmanned.
Don't worry, because my backup character is coming in. John Marbo, level 20.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. But we might. So,
We'll get to it.
you've got your phones free. If you wanted to look on the posts I have sent, I have put the maps.
So what?
It's on my YouTube posts.
Yeah.
So normally I would fire my stuff to the telly, but today we don't. So yeah, the DM screen's gone because I'm basically going to try and explain on the fly a bit of what I'm thinking, how I'm cheating. So you might be like, oh yeah, he does that, does he? But yeah. Right, so this, I want to also mention that this, I've done a DM guide for this thing, so the whole, what the book kind of says is on my YouTube channel, Keys from the Golden Vault series, episode 5, and I've watched it a couple of times for this, and also this morning I watched a creator called Dragons and Flagons who has just over 500 subs. He did a DM guide for this, and I just like to shout out a creator that was where I was, and so go and give him some love, and yeah, he's good. So right, we were on our way to this underground place where apparently the security robots have overtaken the city. So you are entering.
Forgot about
Yeah, you are entering a place called Little Lockford. So Jake, if you could put the minis right down that end of
like coming down the corridor.
the furthest underneath the camera essentially. So I've got like 5 maps to and a central.
Like
on there. Yeah, just so we have a visualization.
Who's the bird?
Well, it's Derek, isn't it? It's the
yeah.
missing NPC that helps
Forgot
us
about
out in
Derek.
time of danger. So we've got Chiron, played by Charlie. We've got Dan, played by Joseph, and Alan, played by Jake. And yeah, we're not huge on roleplay, but we're just going to play as we normally play because that's what we're trying to look at. Every table's different.
In other words, none of us are actually competent at roleplay.
No, but we enjoy ourselves, and that is fundamentally what happens. Okay. Right, so as you are walking up to this obvious town area, you see about, let's say, I'm picking a number out of my head, 3. You see 3 Sverfneblin, who are short blue guys Deep Gnomes, I believe. It's a deep gnome village. And beyond that is a very much shut off, guarded, double iron, solid iron gate. You can't see beyond it. Spray painted onto it is Little Lockford. And so this is a good example. I've not prepped anything, so now I'm visualising it while slowing down my tone and thinking, right, what do I say? All I know is that one NPC has to come towards them and give them the mission. So I look at my note, I look at the book. So this guy comes towards you, blue fella, picturing what he wears, I don't know, leather tunic. He looks... The other two behind are very much robed, so magic kind of users. And as this potential leader, spokesperson comes in, I'm going to have him wear, because I know that he's a mayor, so I'm going to give him some sort of jewellery. He'll walk up to you guys and say, hello, can I help you?
Hello?
Hi. So he's smaller than you, looking up.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't come in at the moment.
Why not?
Oh, there's a bit of trouble. So I don't know who you're looking for, but
I think we might be coming to help with that. We got sent.
yeah, I don't
We
remember.
got
I
sent to
don't
deal with the
remember.
robot.
Yeah, there was apparently there's been some robot problems.
We have to go fight Skynet down here.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Our robots have gone haywire. I am the mayor, by the way. Puts his little blue hand out. Mayor Braith Broadfoot.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Now this is I now realise this is a woman.
Oh.
So she clears her throat and says, yes. So you've come down to help us. I can't tell you how pleased we are that you're here to help us. We've sealed the gates of Little Lockford to contain the threat that has claimed so many innocent lives.
It was Isri Menthis that we heard about it.
Did Isri Menthis send you by any
Yes,
by any
yes,
chance?
it did.
Yes. Good, you got my message at the university.
Question.
Yes.
She has a sword and shield for hands. How did we shake?
This is not
Wait, what?
who you're shaking hands with.
Ah.
No. That is the leader of the baddie robots.
Stop that again,
Who you wouldn't know yet. So I'm now waiting for the players to actually ask for some history, but they might not. So sometimes you just got to dump it on them and be like, well, since you ask, if you're wondering why and how long it's been going on, it was some weeks ago that Tockworth, our security overseer, ordered her clockwork automatons to attack the fellow citizens. Not knowing what else to do, I ordered an evacuation. But Little Lockford is our home, and I am determined to reclaim it. And I'm gonna just freewheel here. And so I feel that you guys can really help me out reclaim this village. And I know you're after credits for your university, and this will. Honestly, this is like truly gonna earn your credits beyond the academy years that you've got left.
Have we got any?
I think this is
for this.
You've done you did roll for some exams. You're in your final year. After this, I think we can call that done. This is going to be like your final. Look, we've been out and we've done a real life.
Yeah.
Well, we could have died, but we've done a real life saving of a town.
We're not going to die.
You're not going to die. All right.
Well, I'm not going to die.
Yeah, and one might die. So Tockworth built a fail-safe device to shut down the automatons in the event of malfunction. The device is in her workshop, protected by a magic symbol on the floor that messes with the mind of any creature that sets foot on it. To activate the failsafe, you need a security key that Toxworth keeps in her safe in her workshop. You need to retrieve the security key and use it to shut down the clockwork automatons. How you deal with Tockworth herself is up to you.
You say it's in a safe?
It is in a safe.
Okay.
Oh, if only someone had a certain spell to unlock the door. Like, I don't know, knock.
Does anyone have knock?
Yeah,
Oh, you do.
we're on it. Where is it in past the big evil looking
Yes,
door?
let me get this pen and paper, and he starts doodling, and effectively doodles you
Oh.
the map that is on my
Oh,
post.
great doodle.
Yeah,
Oh, especially how quick it was.
yeah. So we can see from this player map, Little Lockford, Old Lockford. You are behind. You see the double doors onto one of the 5. You could argue 6 segments, and let me see now. So it gives you a map, and now it says here, DM note, that the guard's house and the jail were mislabeled in the hurry to write this down. It's a bit flimsy, that. I don't really know what the point of that is.
Say that again?
The jail and the infirmary are wrong on the maps.
Okay.
But it really
I take it back. Terrible map. You can't even label
really
it right.
doesn't matter, but that's meant to be some sort of great reveal. So Mayor Broadfoot says to you, I've also hidden some useful items under my desk in the town hall. And the town hall is on that pencil map. So you're free to go and get those if you need them. There are some potions of healing. I believe there's a packet of dust of disappearance, and there should be 2 flasks of alchemist's fire if the robots haven't already found them.
Where in the town hall?
It's in Old Watford.
It's the first zone you come
No,
to.
but where in town hall?
Where in the town hall? Under a
We've
desk.
all this stuff right under
Under a
just
desk.
a desk somewhere. Okay.
Under Mayor Broadfoot's desk. Do you have any questions?
1 minute.
So
So,
dangerous are the robots?
oh, yeah.
How dangerous are the robots? Well, Tixie Tockworth herself has been upgrading her body with machine parts. Her fellow tinkerers did tell her to stop procedures, but she refused. And she's in control of, the clockwork security, which generally take 2 types. There are the clockwork overseers. Bear with me. I can go straight to the stats. The clockwork observers, they are tiny constructs. And then there are the medium size, your sort of size clockwork defenders. And they will give you electric shocks. But Tixie herself, as I say, she has like robotic shield on one hand and a robotic left arm sword.
Sick.
Yeah, it is. Well, it was pretty sick. We felt pretty safe, but now she's obviously lost her mind. So I guess any intruders will be dealt with harshly. So how dangerous are they? Yeah, they're not nice. Of course, you feel secure when these things are on your side, but now they've been turned against us. Not so cool.
So is it saying that she's centered like in the middle in that?
That is her base of operations.
Right. Is that why the safe?
We call that area the Overlook, and she normally oversees all her mechanical wonders from there.
So what do you say? We just sneak in there, kill her.
Well, that's
Is it a kill situation?
it's up to you. I mean, the word kill, I would write immobilize,
Eliminate.
neutralize. Yeah,
Eviscerate.
yes.
Deal with.
Grind into paste.
I think she needs, help reprogramming, but
Shut down.
she
the robot?
she might be trying to shut down you, if you get my drift.
Oh.
And also, now you've noticed that you're all kind of sweating. the heat inside there. We're over lava. We're over a lava pit, so you don't want to fall off into the lava.
Interesting.
No, I don't. You're right.
No.
What if she falls down into lava?
What if someone were to...
What's her big base sort of like stood up on?
What if someone were to
Yeah, I mean-
levitate her?
A big column, and then she's in an overlooker's
Yeah.
in a tower.
What if someone were to, say, levitate her and then mage hand fly her over the lava? and
Look,
drop her?
you do whatever you think
Then we can't get off stuff.
is.
Yeah,
It's
I know. I knew that'd put you off.
And then we also have to go to the failsafe anyway to shut them down.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, there are a few little components.
So we're
to
in the
this mission.
top left, right? Is that
Yeah,
the
you
door?
are. Yeah.
So all we really have to do is go to the town hall, go into the building and do stuff and get in the failsafe. Like it's that diagonal line is where everything is worth interacting with.
Which
Like going down along this way. Like is there a point going?
yes,
up
but
to-
you might notice that the bridges are retracted.
Oh right, okay.
The dash bridges are retracted. There's actually now these red dashed markings
Yeah, the buckets.
are the buckets which carry the ore from Cave Mouth. Now she will, which reminds the DM, I would stay away from Cave Mouth if I were you, because the security normally kept the monsters from deeper in the mines at bay, and now with them just roguely walking around, I don't think they'll be doing their job, so you might want to avoid that area. But the failsafe, I've written on the map, failsafe is here, in the bottom right corner of this map.
I'm just kind of curious. What's the point of these conveyor belts of buckets? They just sort of go in a circle. Like, where do they take things from and to? Where's the? Sort of
They
destination?
take things from the cave mouth, you would load them up with
Yeah.
ore, they would go over to Smolder Town to be melted down, they would come up to Turbine Heights to be
Like smelted or something. Like
sold.
taken off.
Sold.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually used for things.
Yeah, and then anything that we use that would be brought back to Old
And it
Lockford.
pops through. Yeah. Okay.
But at the moment, the slagline bucket is powered down.
Oh. And I saw a power station somewhere.
There is a power station, yes. The backup
Turbine
bridge.
Heights.
The backup bridge controls are.
Oh, so that also can open the bridges.
And I believe it can all be operated from the central area, where the security
The Overlook.
centre is also. Yeah, the overlook controls are there too.
The mother lode, is that what that says? What's that?
Bar.
Oh.
Yes, the tavern.
I immediately investigated that.
A bit. I can't read any.
I
of
saw
what it
you
says
enlarge
next to
your phone then, and I looked down at my image, and I was about to do that with my fingers,
it.
and realised that's a book.
The use of today.
Yeah.
But there's a guild in Cave Mouth. What is that guild? Like, I can't read it.
Miners, I think.
Yes, there's a miners' guild. But as I say, you don't want to go there.
Are there still like people in there?
Well, we think we've got everybody out.
Right.
Um,
So it has like been evacuated.
oh
for the most
yes,
part.
I did evacuate everybody. Absolutely, I did my very best. It's hard to say if like a couple of people had gone to visit family or gone off to market.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty desolate. So
But like, what's she called? I forgot her name.
law.
Tixie Tockworth.
Oh yeah.
Does she sort of have like lackeys or whatever that would be around the place, or are they purely robots? Or does she have like?
Oh no, she will not abide anything organic and living. No.
Okay, right. So it's literally just her
Yeah.
and the Clockwork guys, the Observers and Defenders.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we got the attention of any monsters in Cave Mouth, and then just led them up toward the robots, and then they kill them?
We'd have to
Maybe.
lead them through Smolder Town and then to the Overlook.
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's a thought. It's an idea. Here it says, The guards left the jail, but the prisoners weren't in the head count. So is there a chance that there are still
I'm afraid
prisoners trapped in there?
May be some prisoners, yeah.
So to suck.
We can release them and use them as cannon fodder.
But they might have been already disposed of by the security.
On the infirmary, more serious first aid and healing available here at your own risk. What's the risk of using the infirmary? What's dangerous about the first aid kits?
I wish I knew. I really don't know.
Why is it at your own risk? Kind of like what's going on? Is there just a lot of robots in there?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. I suppose it's risk versus reward. If you want healing, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it's an extra.
It doesn't
detour, if you like.
explicitly say, which will always be the thing when you get asked a question that you think you prepped on. Yeah, you haven't. You just it's all right to just wing it.
And apparently, there's still some monks maybe locked in the abbey, like barricading himself in.
There was one monk in particular we haven't found. Yes, I imagine he just gave himself up to Tixie.
Is there anything, about it? Like, who was he?
Oh, his name. Why, that's easy.
I definitely have it prepared.
His name. What area is that?
So what are the stuff we actually have to use? Get like key card thing from safe, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to call it.
Abbot Kavoda. Abbot Kavoda. He's a little deep gnome.
Everyone is.
Yeah. What was your other question? What do you actually have to do? What were you actually have
so we're
to
getting
do?
the key card from the safe to deactivate some floor runes.
Toxworth built a fail-safe device to shut down the automatons in case a malfunction happened. Automatons. I always struggle with that. The
Yeah.
device is in her workshop.
Get to workshop. So that's the fail safe.
And her workshop is in Smolder Town.
Yeah, get to workshop to find.
Then
fail-safe.
we need you, it's in her safe. We need you to retrieve the security key and shut it down.
Right. So the safe would also be down there.
I would imagine.
Or do we? Yeah, maybe we don't know. She's got a safe somewhere.
You're looking for a safe. The device in her workshop is protected by a magical symbol on the floor that messes with the mind of any creature
The
that
device
sets
where?
foot on it. In the device in her workshop.
So the fail safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Protected by bad magic.
Find the key in the safe. Go to Smolder Town.
Turn
Turn
off the stuff. and
Get rid of
get in.
Tixie.
So is she in there or is she in the Overlook?
Who knows where she is?
Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
That's true. She can walk around, I assume.
Yeah.
Tugworth is using the security centre as a base. You can access it via the north or south stairs. What do the north or south stairs mean? Because there seem to be 3 entrances.
Feel free to look on the other map. What's like a detailed map?
Oh. That feels like cheating.
Well, this is behind the screen.
Right, so but first get to power station.
Yeah, so they've got to get diagonally from one end to the other, but all the bridges are down technically, so it kind of pushes them to go to Turbine, halfway aisle and then Turbine Heights.
Yeah, so we're going to go right across the top bridge to the power station,
Yeah,
turn all the bridges on.
Yeah.
Probably go down.
to Smolder Town.
It feels like it makes more sense to me that the safe would be in the middle probably, and we have to go there first before turning it. But I'm not sure if that's true.
This is the.
I don't want to go there and then it turns out that we have to go somewhere else to get the security key first. We can just sort of wander around.
Wander around, yeah.
We'll find some stuff.
Yeah. So there are a lot of empty buildings, unlabelled, and I've got basically a roll table. So, you want to pop into a building? We'll roll randomly.
Because we need to be heroic thieves.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a you're so good at stealth and
Yeah.
So
Notoriously good.
this is a great moment for you to prove what a heisters you are.
Yeah.
So what is your stealth by any curiosity?
Plus 2.
Oh,
No, +4, +2.
3.
Yeah,
It's
alright.
more than I thought.
That's all right.
It makes sense.
Now there
1,
are
2, 3, 4.
Yay.
20.
What, Derek?
Well,
1.
Derek comes out of retirement if
When we're in danger.
Jake. I don't think this is
Derek, we need a Deus Ex Machina. Help.
you've not plugged any audio in. Because it's
I've not
because
plugged
it
any
when it
audio.
felt well. You must have knocked off when it fell. There's no.
Oh, that. I didn't even notice that.
I can't even see it.
Well, we got retell all the jokes.
No.
Is it this over here?
No, where it is. That's my microphone. It's that we need the receiver.
Well, I mean, there's audio on the stream.
What?
There's audio on the stream.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's it just must be just. How?
Is it just the phone mic?
Probably. It's very good. Doing a very good job. Anyway, it don't matter because I can just make a video out of it. I can make a video out of it anyway. Okay, so what's the plan? What are you gonna do? You say you're just gonna walk around.
Yeah, I want to get power station up first, just so we
Yeah.
have all the bridges.
Well, the mayor's house is close. We can go there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the town hall. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think what I'll do. There's a few more Durgar walking around now. Oh, there. There's Sverfnevlin. I should introduce you to Sergeant Cragknuckle.
Yeah, I'd love to meet you.
Yeah. So come with me. So you walk on over, and you see this old wizened man with a deep gnome with a crooked walking stick, and these gentlemen here are here about our little problem, and Sergeant Cragknuckle he doesn't speak common. That's the problem.
What does he speak?
He speaks.
Speak goblin.
Does he speak
Gnomish.
Draconic, Goblin, or Primordial?
What about Elvish?
Well, not
No.
Dwarvish.
I'm afraid
I'm
not.
out.
They don't have comprehend languages.
Maybe.
Surprisingly, yes.
Yes.
It's not prepared.
Mine is prepared.
Oh, nice. I'm just surprised it was in my spellbook at all.
I thought you both have it.
I don't know. I don't know why one of us has it realistically.
So I'm gonna cast comprehend languages then.
Okay.
Does that mean that you can speak it, or just that you can understand him?
You understand the literal meaning of any language that you hear or see signed. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface.
We have the mayor. She can translate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. We can just try to work.
Can I have my spell slot?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So this highest ranking deep gnome with his military garb on, stern and scowling and walking with a bit of a limp. He's a heavily bandaged arm during what he got during the evacuation. He speaks Gnomish, Terran, and Undercommon.
Oh, Terran.
is now a subsection of Primordial. It's a specific dialect in the new edition, and you can speak
Let's
Primordial.
go.
So.
All right. Okay, so what you need to do is move quickly and quietly through the town. Make sure you tell these two.
Quickly and quietly.
Exactly.
We can manage one or the other way.
There's monsters in Cave Town, so big cave mouth, so be very aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I seem to remember there are potions of healing and healer's kit found in the infirmary in Turbine Heights.
That does make sense.
Our own risk.
But, you know, you don't know what's there.
Hmm.
What are you guys talking about?
Now look,
Nothing important.
I'm gonna let you into here. And these are very much magically sealed. When you're in, I won't know when you're ready to come out. The sign is to knock 7 times on the door.
Why 7?
Because it'll make it sound like you really need to get out.
What if? And hear me
Is
out.
that in the book?
7 times, yeah.
Hear me out. Help! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Oh no, yeah. You can say anything you like, just as long as you do the 7 knocks. I'm gonna tell my 2 guys because it takes 2 knock spells to open the doors at once. Must be done at the same time.
Okay.
Look, nothing's gonna happen to my 2 guys. Don't worry, they're safe. So you won't be locked in.
I sense foreshadowing.
So yeah, I just look. Try and find the way to open the bridges. That'd be much easier. And if you're ready, I'll escort you some way in.
Okay. How do we activate the bridges?
Oh, it's a control panel. It's quite obvious. It's all fully labelled.
Okay.
In what
A big
language?
red
In
button.
what language?
Yes, Gnomish.
Comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Alright.
Or it just has a diagram of like a bridge coming up next to a button.
So guys, basically he said we should definitely go to Cave Mouth.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, where all the monsters are.
Well, that's weird because they wrote on the map avoid it.
That's an interesting one.
That's where they keep all the treasure.
Yeah, it's where they keep all the valuable shiny stuff.
Right. Well, I think we probably should stay away from it then. Maybe we don't want to be mean.
Nah, fine. And also, it'd be best to use the bridges. Do that. Use terminals which are gnomish.
Okay.
Do they understand?
They don't understand anything, but yes.
Oh well, are you the leader?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, not so funny.
I wondered what are these 2 skills?
Oh, I remember the funny joke.
Then they good meat shields.
Ah, yes, I understand. Well, if you're ready, I'll get these 2 fine gentlemen in. And calls to the 2 black-robed deep gnomes.
So what do we do when we want to get out?
We knock 7 times in a very panicked state, saying, "Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!"
Okay. So if we knock 8 times, or if we're not quite panicked enough, they're just gonna knock.
Just, don't worry.
Okay.
I'll handle it.
Are they all right?
Yeah.
Are we going?
Whenever you're ready.
So says some word, and these 2 guys start to do the alternate, but also the same movements, and the magic is gone, and they pull open the gates. Now ahead, you see 4 other little gnomes near a very small house. This is L1. And they're obviously military, but the wave of heat that rushes towards you as you go in, and the everything's in an orange light. So yeah, give me a con save for the heat.
17.
That's good.
Not quite that good.
That's fine.
So
9?
my DCs are pretty much standardly set at DC 15 of moderate. So, but sometimes if I make them roll for something and I someone gets a 14 or a 13, I'll basically think on the spot, how important is it that they don't get, So it's not that, they fail, that's it. Depends what it is. If they're looking for something, it's kind of a decide on the spot. And generally speaking, it only takes one person to see a thing or discover a thing for it to be apparent. So, Jake, you feel the heat more than anybody else. Or Alan does, I should say.
Getting sweaty.
Yeah. Sergeant Lockford is obviously scouring around and sort of waves to you all, brings you over, and he starts talking in Gnomish to his comrades, and sort of, these are going in now. Just let them in, and we'll back outside. So they all.
The majority of my spells are fire damage. I'm sort of.
Okay.
The majority of my spells can do a number of damages.
Yeah.
My spells are mainly utility.
Can someone hit with an ice knife? Really
I
quick?
do have ice knife. Do you want to be hit with an ice
I
knife?
changed my mind. I didn't.
Do you want a chromatic orb?
I didn't mean it, guys. I'm fine.
Right, so I want you all to roll a D100. We're going on this buildings of Little Lockford list because there's a lot of buildings around where you are.
52.
96.
52. You see a boarded up alchemist's workshop. You what?
96.
96 is a tinker's workshop.
14.
14, just a residence where, houses. Normal
Okay.
houses.
I forgot what I saw. Alchemist.
Alchemists.
Maybe potions of fire resistance for all this lava.
True.
Now this flags up the
Maybe.
problem that I knew was about to happen when I said that they then go, oh, in here there'll be all this stuff that basically makes me, be able to walk through this adventure fine. But we just rolled it. What's your ideas? There might be some
Well, I
fire
wanna look-
resistance.
Well, it'd be cool if there was. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
already.
And I mean,
why
it would
would-
make sense.
Why would they want fire? I suppose they would still feel the heat. And
In case they fall in.
how long do we? Well, we don't know. We don't know how long fire resistance lasts.
I don't know.
But let's say it lasts while you're in one particular zone.
Depends if it's got glows. Which
Yeah.
one? Is that the one?
Yeah, I
is that
think
the
it's.
right one?
Is redstone what makes it go longer?
I don't know actually.
No, I can't remember. Are you going into this alchemist workshop?
I feel like I should. Because what did the heat actually do? I feel like it's very ominous that you just said that I feel the heat and then nothing happened.
You just sweat it. There's it's hot in D&D. There's an exhaustion thing for heat, isn't there? Which I
Yeah.
don't have in front of me, but I guess it makes you disadvantaged.
No, I
in
think
some
I'm fine.
way, I'm just gonna. It embellishes the story that you feel the heat worse, and if you roll an at one, I can play up to that. Or
Yeah.
truth is, I normally forget. But like I say, it's about creating peril.
It's the thought that counts.
You're doing half the work already by saying, this is foreshadowing that we're not going to get back out. This don't bode well that the heat's going to play a part.
A potion of fire resistance lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Damn.
it's not going to change the story, so it doesn't matter. So you
Yeah.
can
or
break
even
it.
just bottles of water would be nice.
Yeah,
Although they're probably really warm water actually.
it would be warm water. Well, that's better than
Unless they've
nothing.
got a fridge.
Yeah.
Right.
So forward. Or
I'd like to have a little look in the alchemist shop just to see if there's anything.
all right. So you go in the alchemist shop, and I don't really know what's in the alchemist shop. I imagine potions.
Potions or ingredients.
So you find some alchemist supplies.
Yeah. So my brain goes back to a science lab at school,
Also,
where
they've
it's
been
in a
evacuated,
wooden
so they just
hut.
took it all.
No, they wouldn't took it all. Don't think they took it all. So you walk in and there's an open room like this. Two big wooden tables pushed together. On shelves, plenty of beakers and ingredients and well labelled, and some behind locked doors. But they're like, my brain's going like a school again. So yeah, there's some like. So what you have at school is like a Minecraft chart of add this to this, gives this potion this to this.
The periodic table.
Yeah, so because you're schooled, you're at uni, you're spellcasters, I think it's fair to say that you can make a heat resistant potion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did someone take alchemist classes? I feel like that might ring a bell for some reason. I don't know if I'm
Well,
completely
druid,
making that up.
you're the most likely to know herbology stuff.
I do have proficiency with a herbalism kit. But
Yeah.
Not alchemist supplies.
Right.
Well, it wasn't really that. I just wanted to see if there was something lying around to have a look at. So
Yeah. I have no. I've got my book of roll tables, but not magic items. Alchemical misfires. Potent
want that.
potions. So let's look at potent potions. That's just. That doesn't say what the potion is. Just say what it does. Okay. Roll a d20 each person.
14.
14.
3.
5.
There's a potion here what changes your shape into a random race for a week. Jake, what's
3.
3? You can only speak in a foreign language for the next 2 days.
We've not drank these, have we?
No.
5.
5. Your muscles lose their strength for 4 hours. You now hit with less damage.
I can work with that.
What do you mean you can work with that?
He's a sorcerer. He doesn't use it.
But it's still not
Who
great.
says I'm drinking it?
Oh, that's true.
So I have a dagger, just apply it on. Mage hand it up and drop it on the head. Easy.
What if Tixie, has to like give verbal commands to all the robots, and then if they can't speak, if they can only speak a foreign language, they won't be able to command it.
That could work.
Now I've also got a page here called Alchemical Misfires. So in the back of my mind I'm thinking when they make it or drink it, I could...
You wouldn't do that.
I
though, would
wouldn't
you?
do that.
You wouldn't do that.
And I certainly wouldn't
You
tell
ab-
you,
you absolutely
if I was
would.
going to do that. But I just twigged that.
If you,
We'll put that to the side.
I wouldn't just bring that up.
Why is it still open on the page?
Well, you know, that might need the page next to it.
I definitely won't just bring it up for no apparent
No.
reason.
So are
I
you
don't think we should drink these.
you're not
potions.
making any of these potions? Right.
No.
Okay, so I've dodged that bit. You come out and, I mean, the orange glow, the heat, there's buildings ahead of you.
Luckily, none of us are wearing metal though. So fine.
Yeah, there's a main street. There's a main drag through, but there's also like 2 semi-circular lines around, which effectively you can take to a halfway aisle or... Well, no, you can't get to the centre yet because the bridge is down.
No, the only bridge we can go is
Yeah.
through the abbey to the power station bit. To
But you're looking for the town hall, aren't you?
yes, which is on our own island.
Yeah, so the central, where you put them in is, the central building of that big map is the...
Yeah.
Town hall.
About that metal, I have a dagger and a signet ring.
Ooh,
Does-
a ring.
Does that affect me?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Outside of the town hall, there are 3 dead gnomes in armour. You recognise from this armour that they're from the military who fought here. The town hall doors are wide open.
Can I investigate to find out how they died?
You can, yes.
Can I investigate to see what loot they have on them?
Yeah.
Last session, because of like that bell ringing
Yeah.
me, I have a -1 to intelligence.
You can skip that. You can rub that out.
So that's a 6.
You see charring on these players, on these characters. Sorry. Definitely being zapped with electric.
Unnatural 20.
Oh no, Trina, you are looking to find some things on these dudes.
Yeah.
Well, they are miners, so I'm thinking, what do miners have on themselves. But also, I might have a table in my Roll and Play Press Game Masters Fantasy Toolkit, which you can find a link to a discount in my description.
Hashtag ad.
And also, it is soon to be Amazon Prime Day for 3 days. And if you use my affiliate link, you will pay a normal price, but I might get a little bit of some reward. So consider that. Now, we're looking for things. Loot and plunder. Charlie, the loot and plunder page. I will ask you to roll a 20. That's a 6. A deck of brand new playing cards that feature local landmarks and figureheads. So among the mining community, to keep them active and interested on their breaks. Yeah.
When you said deck, I got real excited. Now I'm just acceptable.
We're not doing that again.
Okay. So the doors lay open.
What sort of landmarks are down here? That's my question.
It's other underdark places. It's probably Slooblubly-Dop. Remember Slooblubly-Dop from Out of the Abyss and Dung. No, that's out. No, that's not it. Places in the underdark.
Yeah. Never like Grove is the one I'm thinking of.
Something Never like Grove. That big lake. The dark lake. The dark lake.
Been a while.
Has been a while.
Did it say notable figures as well?
Yes, of course. There's. Pardon?
Stool?
Stool? Sure. Yeah.
I like to imagine he's gone on to become
He's mayor of.
a hero down there.
Yeah.
Who?
Mayor of Never.
Stool.
He was a walking mushroom. Very cute.
You weren't there for Stool.
No. And a mind flayer from Out of the Abyss, from the Academy of Brilliance or something. School of Brilliance.
Society of Brilliance.
Society of Brilliance.
Yeah.
Right, you're at the town hall, guys. Doors are open. Are you going in?
We go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a pretty empty, well, very empty, but dull municipal building. Offices are off to the side. Sweeping staircase up to what you take to be where you need to go, where the mayor. Certain rooms where weddings and things could be done or document signing. So you walk to the end of the top row in the corridor. Sure enough, you know, the mayor's room. You go in, big tables, lots of wood, and he's got a desk with a obvious drawing.
How
But-
dark is it?
How dark is it? I will look at
How
lighting.
would you say that?
But everything's lit by an orange glow.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Even inside.
See those windows, yeah.
So dim.
Not dim. I wouldn't say dim. I'd say it's all orange.
Got that eye comfort shield or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really have. Exterior lighting. So the roof and walls of Little Lockford are bathed in a fiery hue thanks to the magma. The town's power station generates electricity, but all the street lights are out at the moment.
Can I investigate the drawer for any hidden?
Yes, well, the drawer is locked, but you may remember he told you that it's underneath the table. So. Yeah,
Yeah.
the drawer's locked.
We can break it.
Okay, give it a go. No
Sorry, you
thieves'
can break it.
tools.
Can I try and lift up the table and one of you looks underneath?
Well, as you lift the table, you notice that in a shadow is actually a lockbox on the floor.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
You grab it, yeah. It is unlocked.
It's an unlock box.
Flip open the top, and there are the 4 potions of healing, 2 flasks of alchemist's fire, a small packet, dust of disappearance. And on top of the desk is a calligrapher's set, effectively, for writing.
How many healing potions is it?
4.
How many does everyone have?
1.
I have 2.
1.
So that's
2 for us.
total.
2 for us.
Whoa. You going 3, 3, 2? Whatever. Fine. Fine. You can have
Yeah,
2
and
each.
then
And
the
then I
next time
get
we
the-
find 4, you know,
And then I have
1,
the
1,
dust
2.
of, I have the dust of disappearance.
I'll
Okay.
take an alchemist fire.
Yes, fine. So now that my players have health potions,
I'll take the calligraphy set.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's somewhat out of my hands to TPK them playing this game at a higher level.
You're saying it's our fault if we.
I'm saying it's your fault, yeah. But also, they know that we play this game in somewhat of a story mode where I'm not ready to kill them off at such an early level. So we'll find we haven't had anyone die yet, so we've not had to use my fail safes. But
Someone went down, didn't they?
oh, you go down a lot,
Yeah.
but you don't ever die.
I want to say we go down a lot.
I think we've all
I
been down.
Yeah.
think you do. It's been a good
I've been down.
5.
I don't remember being down.
Even I've been down, so you've
Yeah.
definitely been down.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
Okay, you've all put these health potions away. Who had the second alchemist fire?
I
Oh, there
won.
were 2.
No, 2.
I'll have one then.
Okay. Yeah, you stood in an office.
Okay, what is dust of disappearance? I feel like I should ask that.
Yeah, that's a fair
If only we
question.
had a dungeon master guide.
Yeah, it's over by you.
I mean, I assume it's something that, you know,
Oh, the
out of...
town-
Is it just of invisibility?
That's
So
what I would
what lasts for a minute or something?
It's
Is it just a smoke bomb? Like you
Cool.
throw it down and it disappears?
Is that with dust of invisibility, or, you know, something that increases your stealth?
Yeah.
Running the game, creating adventures, creating campaigns, cosmology. Where are items in this book? I'm not used to the new one.
It's near the end.
Yeah, it's usually one of the last chapters.
Oh, magic items A to Z. In cosmology? Oh no, in treasure. I didn't even see treasure. Right.
Mm.
22/7.
Each creature and object becomes, for within 10 feet, becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Each creature.
And objects within 10 feet becomes invisible for 2d4
Is
minutes.
the ground an object?
It's a planet object.
Is the whole planet an object?
No.
It's the same for all subjects, and the dust is consumed with magic, and when its magic takes effect, immediately after an affected creature makes an attack roll. Oh, but once you like hit someone or something, you become normal again.
Well, if we need to stealth,
Yeah. This is some cool artwork. I'm just looking at the artwork. Okay, dust of disappearance. 10 feet to D4, was it minutes?
minutes out.
Invis. And Alchemist Fire is just a bomb.
Yeah, grenade in it.
I've played Baldur's Gate 3.
I think the copious amounts of sticky notes you've got in that book as well.
Yeah, what are all those about?
Shorts.
Right.
That I'm gonna do. As you can see, my players don't roleplay. They always
Oh.
just wait for me to explain
I was
exactly
just-
what's happening.
Wow, okay.
I thought we were still looting.
But it's fine. It's fine. So you feel better for having health potions on you and make your way out of this building. And you see that there is an intact bridge all the way over to Halfway Isle, which is between this island and the biggest next, Turbine Heights.
So let's go.
Is
Let's
the
go.
bridge extended? Or?
It is up, yeah.
There's only 2 that are.
Yeah, so you can get to Turbine Heights from the 2 bridges that are intact this way, I believe.
Is this the abbey?
Do you want to
You're at the town. You're at the town hall, and then you go to L3, which is the abbey.
Yeah, because it said,
You want to check on the
I'm
monks?
pretty sure a few monks barricaded themselves in here, may still be alive. So, what does it look like?
Well, next to the road stands a squat stone building capped with a stone dome, and the building's entrance is a double door carved to resemble interlocking hands, and centred above the doorway is a golden pick with a short handle.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
this might
like
be the
a-
abbey.
Well,
Like that kind
but
of thing.
what god is it? Can anyone give me a religion?
The mining one.
Yep.
I don't know what it's called.
The dwarf who...
No, we're looking for a 13.
4.
4. Probably plus some up, but I don't know enough.
18.
So, you know, there's two people say 4, you're sort of thinking, okay, this is the thing they're not going to know. I've got a choice of just giving it to them, but then luckily somebody rolls decent enough.
Luckily, I come in, never
You
roll
go,
below
phew,
4.
okay, but it wouldn't have mattered either way. But you would recognise this as the symbol of the Deep Brother, Caladuran Smooth Hands, a god worshipped
course.
by Sverfneblin. Caladuran Smooth Hands.
He's got smooth hands. That seems to go against his whole
Yeah.
vibe.
No, but that's why it was special, you see, because all the other deep gnomes have rough hands, and this guy was born with the smoothest hands and was considered to be the chosen deep gnome.
I can't believe that real law that
Yeah,
There
well, that's
you
what
go.
Charlie
Oh.
told you all.
Oh.
Chiron, I should say.
And I absolutely would make something like that up.
So,
Wow. Didn't know you knew so much about Sverfneblin gods. So
Yeah.
how's it
It makes
How's
it
it
easier
blocked
to
up?
mock them.
real? How's it blocked? Is it because it says barricaded? So is it like?
no,
one
I
of
don't
the
think it did say
points on
barricaded, did it? It
I'm
said that
pretty
there
sure
are-
a few monks barricaded themselves in here. May still be alive.
So I think that's a yes.
It says barricaded.
Well, I guess you just have to burn this place down,
Well-
see if anyone...
I don't see why it should be.
I'm going to knock on the
Otherwise, the
abbey's
robots
door.
would have come in and killed them all.
What did you say, Joseph?
I'm going to knock on the abbey's door.
Yeah, you knock on the door, there's definitely no answer.
Not 7 times.
I will not 7 times and make panicked noises.
Yes, nothing happens.
Hello, it's the taxman.
Have you opened
Don't
the
do
door?
that. This is definitely not going to open the door.
Okay, so if he does say barricaded in,
It's the untaxed man.
we would have to say that the
Who comes to
doors
give your taxes back.
It's the tax return guy.
the doors feel somewhat wedged.
Yeah. Hello? Is anybody in there?
Yeah, your little voice
Hello.
rings out.
Okay, if they're
There's
probably going
no
to die in
answer.
there, that's not our fault.
We can use him as a ram if you want.
Were you talking? I wasn't. Were you talking to me and pointing at him? Or were you talking to him pointing at me? I wasn't
I
listening.
was looking at him and pointing at you.
Oh.
Sure.
then no.
Surely we can figure that out.
Who's the strongest here?
We all have -1.
Yeah.
I think Derek's the strongest.
Hang on. My score's 8. What's yours?
8.
9.
He's the strongest. Quick,
Use them as
open
a
that
ram.
door.
I'm gonna open that door so hard.
Okay, roll your d20.
I help.
Right?
Yeah.
Does that count? Okay, so the best with the other one. 13.
Right, so I want these players to get in. So, the rolls don't matter. Alan nudges the door. You see him going for it. You also lurch in. There is a barricade at the other end where it moves enough for you to be able to. Well, the hands out there, so it moves enough for you to be able to sort of squeeze somewhat through, lower down than the hands.
Quick,
So
turn
yeah.
into a mouse and go in.
And you're only like 15-year-old, so you get in. Druid
Yeah.
comes in afterwards. Now, there's a huge 4 foot, yes, that's huge. 4 foot stone statue of
Whoa.
Caladuran, his face and figure hidden under a cowled robe.
That was the god, wasn't it?
Yes. Now, the statue's right hand is held out, displaying stone carved rings on every stubby finger. Beyond him is a large area because it's an abbey. The place of worship. There are benches in the middle of a domed chamber. Your little footsteps of echo in this huge room. If you look at your, I think there is a map of the internals of this church on.
For the
Yeah,
extended
yeah.
hand, is it like down, facing down, or facing up?
Up. Let's.
So we might need to put something in there.
Well, but also he wasn't very confident about that. I reckon it's not essential to
It's
the
not. It's
plot.
not essential to the thing. It's not a trap or something. So yeah, on the actual map page here, square is the inside of the abbey, and it's on my posts on YouTube as well for you to actually look along with. The Abbey of the Deep Brother. So you can see all these pews seem to be facing an area in the middle, and then there are some back rooms where you presume the brothers must have slept.
Okay.
Let us search for any survivors.
Maybe they're not alive.
Well, what if they are?
You hear a commotion down in
I think they're alive.
what is one of the bedrooms
think
at
they're about to die.
at the back. And
Go.
what greets you as you run down towards the bedroom corridor is looks like a goblin and a bugbear, both fighting a clockwork being. So I pull out a goblin, a bugbear,
And a robot.
and a Necron. Shift that, so put them here. Put you three down here. So you notice that I should have said passive. I should have said perception, but it will become noticeable. Let's say that they have had manacles on, or do have, you know,
Broken free.
yeah. Well, they're fighting a droid. What do you do?
How do they seem to be faring?
Oh, that's a good question. It's a simple D20 roll. It's I'm gonna roll it. One D20. So if it's over 10, they're doing good. 17. So they are overpowering this droid.
So we don't need to get involved.
But we all agree that the robots are the villains, right? I feel like even if they're doing fine, like we may as well help.
Yeah,
Kill the
and
robot.
I mean, even if it's not, you know, we can still sell scrap.
I'm gonna firebolt.
I'm
Or
gonna,
we're rolling initiative.
I'm gonna sorcerer splash.
Roll initiative, Sean.
That is cool. 24. Was that plus 6?
9.
Whoa.
24. Alan. Then Dan and Chiron. Then I'm going to roll for the situation here. That's 19.
That's
That is
Uh,
not cock. I'm sorry. I
it
don't think it's touching the side.
it looked it.
I'm going to put
Because
C.
I'm rolling like
Right, top of the round, Jacob. Now, for behind the scenes, I don't have a clue what any of these stat blocks are, what health points they are. I'm merely allowing the players to do their stuff.
I'm shooting them.
Yep. You're
with
shooting
my
them, all of them.
firebolt. No, the robot.
Yep.
What was my number? Yeah, that's right, +5. So 24 to hit, sorry.
Yes, and I'm thinking like the AC is 17 for the robot.
9 fire damage. How does fire do?
Fire does nothing. Oh, well, I mean, just it's usual.
Okay.
How much is
9.
Sorry, 9. I write down 9, and I decide that it's got. Well, I'm going to put 20 health, but until I get bored, basically.
Okay.
But you don't know that.
That's a bit
So,
reassuring.
so you moving up?
No.
Dan.
Jacob, I can't see. Is there enough space for me to get down there with 30 feet?
I'm not sure. Is this actually like a closed off separate room like that? It's sort of
Just
very
corridor.
small.
Just
Is this
corridor.
all sort of open?
Yeah, sure.
So then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as close as you can get.
Then I will dash and get right up in the robot's face.
Right
Yep.
in front of him or that.
This is a spellcaster, by the way.
It's also a gun guy. That's still ranged. I don't know.
Well, my gun doesn't quite have ammunition yet.
So I'm going to say that the
That's
bugbear sees you appear and you actually give him a bit of a fright. But then, yeah.
We come in peace.
Chiron?
Hold your horses.
Sorry, I thought you just dashed and we're all out.
I can solve bonus
You're
action.
our horses.
Yeah.
And wallop into a panther.
Oh. If you did that first, you might have gotten within range.
Yes, I would have.
Mm.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm no panther to them.
Yeah, you turn into
What colour?
a panther.
Panther colour.
Oh.
Like the pink panther.
Chiron?
That's not the panther colour, but you know.
It's a panther colour.
I'll allow it.
I cast Sorcerer's Blast on the robot.
Okay. So, because it's a wall of 3 people in front of it, I'm going to say that if you fail this by 5, so you get 12 or under, you're going to strike one of the other 3.
Luckily it's you, so
Please
you
be
won't.
the druid. Oh, give me a nat 1. 17.
It's perfect for the AC. So yeah, you go right between the bugbear and your ally and hit this clockwork machinery.
Technically, it has half cover because of the creature in front of it, and then because it missed,
Oh.
but would have hit without the half cover. That means that it hits
Yes.
the cover, which is the druid.
A fair point, but
1
In
flank.
2014 rules, I don't know.
that'll be 10. So yeah, it's now it's at half health. So the goblin looks over his shoulder at the other 2 stood behind, and is like, "Thank you.
No problem.
Let's take this thing down." Now it's their scene. So the goblin, and I don't have goblin stats in front of me. He
They're on
twists his hand down because that's going to be the thing that does the electrical burst. And so then the bugbear grabs with both hands his other one and lifts it up to the ceiling. So this thing's kind of held a bit open. And it is grappled. So what I'm going to do, it's got a +5. And I'm thinking that, well, we'll roll, but if it gets less than 10, it just hits the ceiling. Okay, it hits the ceiling. I'm not even going to do the +5, I just went by the dice. So it lets off a blast and hits the ceiling. We're back to the top of the round because we're not really interested in what the NPCs do. Alan.
So half cover, +2 to AC and advantage on deck. No, sorry, +2 to AC and dex saves.
Yeah, but I kind of overruled it. But yeah.
You're small, maybe. You're a panther. Never mind. No, you're not.
I'm medium.
A panther's
Oh,
medium.
I thought you were about the
Panther's
wall
gonna
of.
be bigger.
I thought you were talking about wall of cover. Sorry. Yeah, Alan.
Oh, I thought panthers were large.
No.
Damn. Tiny, small little cat.
Medium little cat.
Yeah, whatever. I forget which one I am.
Red.
Seems to not make sense. But I will simply fireball again because I don't want to waste spell slots and I will miss. I'm guess with an 8.
Yeah, you're right.
It makes
It's-
perfect sense. Most of your spells are fire damage.
Yeah.
Dan. As a panther.
I take the multi-attack action, so I make a pounce attack when I prowl. That's a 19 to hit.
Yes. You jump into the face of this open-armed robot man.
6 slashing damage.
Yeah, that's fine. 16 done.
Then I can move up to half my speed without broken up 2 attack and take the hide action. Alan, can you move me there, please?
Okay, so yeah, you go skittering back in panther form.
How does the hide action work?
I think he knows exactly where you are 'cause he saw you run over there.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not going to matter. It's going to be over in a minute. Chiron.
I do another Sorcerer's Blast. 18 to hit.
Is hit a hit, yeah. We've got 4 damage left, which I wouldn't normally tell him. But, well, sometimes I do, don't I?
I remember you did.
3 Thunder.
3 thunder. So for the sake of 1 hit point behind the screen, I'm just going to say, yeah, you've killed it. Well done, because this scene is just like an introduction to the 2 NPCs and shows one of the things that lies ahead. So yeah, how do you want to kill this thing with your Sorcerer's Blast? Just blast its head off, I presume.
Just like a loud burst of sound, hits it and just disassembles it.
Yeah, this thing just like breaks down. With all the bugbear twists its arm off, the goblin snaps off its electric hand, and then yeah, it disassembles. And then we're back to the NPCs. Oh, thank you so much, says the bugbear. Yes, you really helped us there, me and Yuzik. Sorry, my name is Slunk. It's the goblin, and I'm
Hello.
Yuzik.
Slonk and music.
We mean you no harm. Thanks for helping us.
Guessing on spelling here. Yuzik.
Double Z.
Double Z. I. C K? Or just I K?
Oh God. YU ZZIK.
I'm Alan.
Good to meet you, Alan, and you.
Panther noise.
Oh.
And
another
you?
Panther.
Chiron.
Panther's called Dan. Are you
Nice. So you're a rescue party.
sort of?
In
Are
a
you
way.
the monks of this place?
And they look at each other like, yeah, we're the monks.
Insight.
Okay, so you're
And they
not.
put
the
their
monks.
manacles, wrists kind of a little bit outside, as if putting their hands on their hips. Yeah, yeah. So if you could.
I actually
us
don't
out of
believe.
here.
I actually don't believe that Alan would see through that lie. I think he fully believed him.
Can I try and see through it?
Insight, yeah.
Actually, technically I succeeded, but I don't want to.
I
Right.
want to use a luck point.
19 plus 3, 20.
So you make out these are escape prisoners, Dan.
15.
15 is my normal number. So yeah, you stay because you've done it. I'm gonna have you sort of through your panthery eyes, not saying anything so much, but be like, "Hang on, this don't add up."
Recite the scriptures of what's the god called again?
Well, you knew it.
What's your god?
Knew it.
What's your god called
Powder
again?
and Smooth hands.
Yeah, smooth hands.
Smooth hands.
Recite the what? Sorry.
Recite the scriptures, smooth hands.
I think that's a very insensitive thing to ask someone.
And I now just make something up, and I'm basically looking to Charlie for his reaction because he doesn't know what it is, and I don't know what it is. So now it's all down to my on the spot
And
performance.
the characters don't know what it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're not really monks.
So I'm thinking quickly, miners, monks, worship thine mine, give and take of the ores that come from the caves, rejoice in the plentiful of treasure.
I
And,
thought-
and be well.
That's probably just a rough translation from the from the deep.
You know,
notes.
you know, I was suspicious, but then you said be well.
it's like we're putting amen at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot the most important bit.
Well, you were also a worshipper,
Yes.
my brother.
Yes. You're not
Uh,
a prisoner, are you?
No, the prisoners are over in the jail.
What?
Ah,
Why
and they
got
should be.
manacles on?
Oh, we were wearing them.
That's not
We were
part.
attached to each other to
No.
make sure we didn't lose each other. Brothers in arms.
That's not part of the holy attire, sir.
Oh, like it's like almost like a vow of silence or whatever.
Yes,
Like.
we were trying to teach ourselves that we need each other to survive. Unified together, and this clockwork thing in the feet of battle broke us apart. But I think we've proved our point now, haven't we, Yuzik? Yes, we've proved our part.
Prove
And
that part.
Yuzik, now with both of his hands free, manages to twist this old thing off, and then pulls Slonks. Well, yes,
There was a bugbear, wasn't
Slonk, I think we've proved. We can. Anyway, are you here to get us out? We would like to be evacuated. This place is too dangerous for the brothers.
We're here to kill the person subdue the person in charge.
I've
of the
no
robots.
idea. I've no idea who. Yes, and Goblin's like, we probably do know. Yes, we do. It's.
Alright, who is it?
It's the security forces.
But who's in charge of them?
Can't remember. They're not a worshipper, so
Yes, she is.
is she? She comes here. Maybe she comes on our day. Anyway, yes. Well, good luck with that. We'll be leaving.
I'm not being rude,
Well, continue. Sorry.
but the only way out for us, the only way to get out is through the big door where it takes 2 spellcasters casting knock, and I don't really know how many spell slots they have. So it's like, I think it'd be best if we all just go out in one go. You know
Now,
what I mean?
out of the wall
Mm.
comes a deep gnome,
Mm.
very much
Is he
in
dressed like a monk?
in monk clothing. I'm afraid I have to say, gentlemen, that these are lies and not part of the Brotherhood. Now, look, I have.
Who
I-
would have thought?
Wait!
I would like to get out of here, very, very much so.
Slunk! Yuzik? Is
Huh,
this true?
Who is this gentleman that's just come out of the abbey walls?
You would
Have you just
lie?
been sat there listening to us the whole time?
Yes, these are escaped. I don't want this voice. These are escaped prisoners.
He was pretty much that.
These are escaped prisoners. I cast Meld into Stone as the attack happened, and these two wandered in, and you've been sniffing around my bedroom. I hope you've put back anything that you found. Whoa. Prisoners. Prisoners is a bit harsh. We've come here to learn about the nonsense.
No, you don't get it. They were proving to each other that they need each other, so they were chained together.
Alan, they were not.
How does he know, man? Oh, yeah, listening.
Yeah, listen. They were not. That's an absolute lie. Now, look, I'm prepared to forget about the prisoners. All I want to do is get out of here. And I can give you some. He puts his hand inside his robe. He's like, I can give you some loot. Come on, boys, get me out of here.
Come here.
I mean, we're asked to do that anyway.
I walk over to you, Alan.
Why?
You pissed it.
Oh, right, I forgot that. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. What? Again, I don't know how many times they can open the door, so I don't really want to let them all just go. And then when we get there, they're like, "Sorry."
They won't
we
open
ran
the
out.
door.
Well, they only have so many spell slots.
Well, if we long rest, they can also long rest.
We don't have
Well,
a
they
long
wouldn't
rest
do that.
here?
This is a safe place, although I don't know how you got in.
How cold is it? What's
the
the
door.
temperature?
I mean, it's like this room now, so it's pretty protected.
Okay. That's fine then.
Look, I'm desperate. I'm hungry. I've been hiding in this wall for
Alright,
days.
let's go.
If you think you can get me out safely, or at least to the doors.
I think so. I don't see what would happen. Right, guys? What's the worst that could happen? What could possibly go wrong?
Alan, any more red flags you want to just line up on top of us?
I'm trying to think of another one.
What could possibly go wrong?
I got a good feeling about this.
We're escorting 2 prisoners across a bridge of lava.
Yeah. No, it's not a bridge of lava. The bridge isn't made of
A
lava.
bridge of lava.
That would be dangerous.
You want to ask what they were in prison for?
No.
What were you in
That
prison?
seems like very private information.
It doesn't say, but I'm gonna say stealing.
Tax fraud.
You know, tax fraud. That's fair. That's valid.
Well, you're royalty, so
Look,
obviously.
we came here to steal.
Yeah,
You
he's
think
plenty about
royalty
that.
pays taxes?
We came here to steal gems. We failed, so really we've paid our debt. We've had time in prison.
Yeah,
the
that
old,
seems fair
the
to
old
me.
fella's true. We just came in here when the invasion started. After it broke us
To
out.
steal more.
No, we were trying to find
Try and not.
Oh, well, so to me it looks like I think they've learned the error of the way. So
And
they're
then-
going to steal again. We can let them out.
Bugbear's like, God, and Slunk's like, we don't need to lie anymore. We're just hiding out.
Let him keep going. It's hilarious.
Look, you can do what you want with these two, but
Let's go to the door.
can you just please.
Ah, fine.
So
remember the panic noises.
Very correct.
You said you're going to open the door.
so these
That's your job, man.
three NPCs, are basically
Yeah.
following you. Perception check.
Awkward.
15.
That's a good look.
11. A mediocre look.
I don't know what perception is.
You can do it. You
7.
can't do it.
Who got? One of you got decently high. I think it was you. So roll a d6, and this is how many clockwork do
Two.
Ah.
2.
Which were the prisoners?
2 is 2 clockwork defenders. So you see these 2 silvery, medium-sized droids, and they seem to be suddenly illuminating like a torchlight, scanning zones. Both of them walking around, scanning the area.
So are we still in the abbey, or are we not?
You know, looking through the hands and you're checking out what's out towards the way you want to go.
I'm going to break ship. I'm going to yell. There's 2 droids scanning. Hide.
Do they normally come round and search?
Well, the brothers
Like-
already gone into stone.
You yelling.
You just see the 2.
Right.
Yelling hide.
The meld into stone guys jumped into stone.
Question. I don't remember if I actually gave back to family the invisible dagger invisibility.
I don't think so.
Okay, if not, then I'm gonna use
No,
that.
he'll let you have it.
Yeah, it says you're going out on the road. It's dangerous. So
Yeah, it was like.
It's
Nico
dangerous
when
to
you have
alone. Take this.
it. Yeah, exactly.
have this sharp thing that fall
I'm gonna pull it out and go invisible.
on. Okay, yeah. So you just turn invisible as soon as you get this dagger out. Boom, you're
What
gone.
about the rest of us?
I'm
Yeah.
going to roll stealth.
You're on your own.
Are you
nerd.
still in
Just
Panther?
a
No,
disappearance.
I've got ship.
Look up what that does.
We go invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Use an action, throw it. Every creature and object within 10 feet goes invisible for 2 to 4 minutes.
Do you just want to do that?
Okay, everyone get near.
Everyone huddle.
Can do.
Yeah. So you want to do this dust, blow it up,
Yeah.
and all of you tinkle into invisibility.
Can you be allergic to it?
I was going to say it's then don't sneeze.
I sneeze.
Yeah. Okay. So you've sneezed, and you all go out and see these droids covering the areas.
I'd still like to try and avoid the sensors in case it's like
Fair
fake
enough.
magic or something like true sight, some weird.
Yeah. So give me a stealth roll. I'm looking for 15s.
6.
16.
What did you say, Joseph?
17.
Right. So
Oh,
basically,
thank
it's a group check, meaning that
I'm getting
majority wins. So yeah, whenever Alan seems to be straining the wrong way, one of you like puts your hand on him and
Just grab him by the ears.
yeah, that's off, and you lead.
Uh-oh.
These droids go off down another alleyway between 2 buildings. You go to the main gates.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. There doesn't appear to be. It seems to be locked.
Let me out.
That sounds right.
These gates come open. The mayor's sort of there, sat down on a chair, rushes over. Oh, you've done it! That was remarkably quick. What are these? These are prisoners. And
Whoa,
brother,
they're people.
brother. Whoa! We've served our time. We just got rescued. Have you done the job as a?
No, they want to
we're
leave.
not killed it yet. We were just extracting some civilians.
We were escorting the brother back, and
Well-
we sent these 2 to be arrested.
Good to see you, brother, and all. Good to see you. Just okay. You going back in, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you chickened out.
No.
Okay, thank.
We're not
Alan,
smart enough
Look,
for that.
we need to. It's gonna be a time now because we need to get our knock spells back
That's fine.
once this shuts. But
Okay.
Okay, any more
Are they wizards or
any more
what are they?
survivors? I would put in the bulwark, that little house where you rent the L1,
Okay.
and then come out in case we're not ready for you.
Okay.
Come on, brother, come and have some food and rest. And you two, I guess we've learnt the error of our ways.
Put
We
him in
feel-
chains.
We feel that the gods have smiled upon us, and we will go in peace.
Aww.
Well,
How wholesome.
I guess I have no jurisdiction. So okay, so yeah, these two NPCs disappear.
Oh, that turned out well. Off we go.
So yeah, you
Yeah.
you go back in and the thing closes behind you.
No, we're committed.
So is that the use of your dust of disappearance? Because it's a one-use thing.
Oh yeah, we're still invisible for that whole conversation,
No,
probably.
By the time you get back. But perception check as you get back to,
But yeah, that just of experience is gone.
the first island's fine, mid island,
Hopefully we didn't need it.
halfway isle's not too bad. Oh, that's where we were, halfway isle. So yeah, you do need to roll. What do you roll perception wise?
Natural 1.
Eesh.
11.
21.
21.
Okay.
Can't believe that.
Charlie, roll a d6.
4.
Okay, so there's one small dog, but it's a metallic dog, robotic dog.
Dog.
Like that.
It's a robot, it's evil.
He's
How
just
dare
a
you?
robot hound.
Oh, I remember you talking about that picture and why it's wrong or something. Because the
Yeah, the
artwork
dog's
it's shield
there.
guardians, but they're not actually shield
Yeah,
guardians.
they're not. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have you know, all dogs go to heaven, even robot ones.
That's
So
a turtle, bro.
yeah, there's a dog looking around. Let's look at his stats.
He's a robot's best friend. We have to kill him.
So yeah, this
Let's
metal
put this dog down.
metal hound.
Steel, still, like one of the things the artificers have that I don't know the name of right now. Steel Defender.
Oh yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
think
you-
it still involves
He seems to
enjoys
be
being
looking.
stroked?
looking
You know,
like a-
Alan, you should probably go try to give it a pet.
Why should I? You were the one raving about it. I'm allergic to dogs. I've decided just now I'm allergic to dogs.
Good thing it's not a dog,
I
according
think so.
to you.
Hey,
That's
I don't want it. I think that's fair.
Like, what an argument.
Stealth rolls, please, while you're stood discussing things.
A natural 20.
That one.
Eesh.
I'm
What
really
comes-
terrible.
what comes down to Charlie?
11.
I'm going to say then, on 2 fails over 3, it hears you. And this thing jumps and starts to hover and float over your way.
He was a good boy.
Almost like the way that dogs swim. Kind of swims through the air like that.
So should we?
What was in that dust of disappearance?
So now, this is the important one. I need to make another stealth check.
Oh,
13.
It's a fail.
7.
It's a fail. This thing sees you and a mechanical shriek. Whee!
Stop making that noise.
And it can be heard within a range of 300 feet.
Was it a stealth?
Yeah. But even if you passed, they fail, so it's a group.
Just for your own honour, what did you roll?
21.
So, yeah, this thing has given away your position. What do you do?
I cast Sorcerer's Blast on it.
Okay, go for it.
Maybe it does this a lot, and it's going to be like a wolf who cried boy situation where none of the other robots are going to believe it.
Maybe. 16 plus 6, 22.
22 beats 14. Now this thing has only got 7 health, so see if you can immobilise it quickly.
Wow, you're really immobilising the dog.
Yep.
Doesn't count.
Good, it was 6.
It counts.
It's by your foot.
Sorry, Charlotte.
Thank you. What damage type do you think would be best for this mechanical beast? Because I was thinking lightning to fright circuits.
Maybe that charges it. Or that heals it.
It did work like that in Avengers.
So I reckon.
So-
I don't think that's how it works.
Try acid.
Yeah, acid.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Just water, just make it rusty.
You blow this dog out of the air. Yeah, the shriek stops.
Alright,
False alarm, guys.
let's leave.
Yeah, let's move.
Is there a certain loud screeching noise that just means like just kidding or something that we can make?
No, this is a clockwork observer designed to alarm.
Yeah.
I grab Alan and we run.
I bound shape into a riding horse. Get on, loser.
Oh no.
Move it, nerds.
So where are you hot stepping to?
Anywhere but here.
The power station?
Is it towards the other island?
We can go try and get towards the power station.
So you go charging over the second bridge to this area where Jake's zone is.
That's right, it's my zone.
You're gonna
We're
need
gonna
to.
run right into the ring.
You're gonna need to roll for. You're rolling stealth. No, you're rolling perception. To see who's there.
14.
I forgot again.
20.
15.
You've got 14. You roll a d6. Joe.
5.
Again, there is another dog over this end.
I've got to kill another good boy.
Who let the dogs out?
And with you there. Yeah. So here's a dog. You guys
That's a dog?
into here. Look at the big paws.
That is a flayed one. My dog doesn't walk around wearing the skin of its enemies.
Right.
Doesn't?
I'm gonna
That's not what he gets up to.
perceive. I'm gonna have rolled a flat 11, adding its what, I guess wisdom +2. So 13. If you roll stealth under over
We're
13,
riding,
you're
we're
alright.
galloping on a horse.
Mm.
How stealthy can that be? Surely you're the only one who needs to be stealthy.
Come on.
3. For a total of 5.
You just speed into this thing's zone.
Ram it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
can I
you just
get
keep
like a
going
stat?
and just
Yeah.
tackle it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find horse's stats.
And to weaken it, I'll do another sorcerer's blast. So you can proper crush it.
Okay, that's a 9 to hit.
That is not enough. So but you do charge into this thing. So we'll call it an attack. I'll allow you to do a couple of do a d6 bludgeoning damage.
2.
2. Okay, so you smash it in this thing for 2 damage. This range goes off,
Keep running. I'll blast it.
and I'm going to roll a d6 for.
Do
I'm
my
going
damage.
to roll a d4 for the guards. That is a 1. So from in this building comes this guy. Roll initiative, please. My initiative is low.
19.
19.
17.
17.
20. Modest.
20. And. Well, my guy's last, so. So Alan is first, then Dan, then Chiron, and then the enemy. Well, actually, there's 2 enemies, but I know that the destroyer dog's still there. Alan.
Hello.
So
Wait, what's
just-
the other one?
just to speed things up, the Clockwork Defender was
Mm.
one that you fought in the Abbey, and its AC is 17, and always will be. And the dog's AC 14, and always will be. So you're looking for 14 or 17 to hit.
And keep that by firebolt in the dog. How much damage did you already deal to it?
2, which puts it at 5 damage left.
9 plus 5, 14. Is that what you said?
Yeah. What are you hitting with the firebolt?
Firebolt, yeah. Another 2 fire damage.
Yes, it hits this.
And I
thing,
would also like to get
blasts
off,
it off.
Dan.
Yeah, you climb off the horse. Horse?
You would like to get
Yes,
off
horse.
Mr. Bones while
Dismount.
road.
Like
Yeah.
a turbo.
You slide off, Dan.
Oh my god, I forgot about that game. That's crazy.
Is the dog still alive?
It is. It's on 3 health.
Alan, move me towards the dog.
So I'm going average health here. By the way, I usually do full health all the time, which I may resort to in a bit just to change things up.
Are we still riding him?
He
You
isn't.
are. So also move back. 6 bludgeoning damage.
He still has a horse,
Yes.
and you charge at the dog.
Yes.
So you break this dog thing into pieces. So I'm also going to mark down 2 observers and 1 defender that you've actually killed.
That's my turn, dog.
Chiron.
Is this automaton a creature?
Is it a creature? They are constructs.
They're creatures.
Okay, yes then.
Is it holding a weapon of some kind?
It doesn't. They don't hold weapons. No.
Because I was gonna do a command to just disarm him.
No, it's sparky hands. In fact, the defender's got an electrified bite.
Okay.
The Clockwork Observers are more just walking alarms. So what the players don't know is that the Clockwork Observer's telepathic bond, while the observer is within 1 mile of Tixie, it can magically convey what it sees to its creator, and the two communicate telepathically.
That's a shame.
So the boss knows which zone they're in at this point.
I assume they also know we're just riding wildly on a horse, panicking.
But, in different zones, she won't know where they are. But right now, where I know where she is, but you don't, so it's a matter of
Was it within a mile?
within a mile.
That's all of it, right?
It's all of it.
I'll just do a chromatic orb
On this defender.
Yeah.
Jake, what time is it? 'Cause I have no phone to look at.
2:30.
Okay, we're halfway. We might not get all this done today.
23 to hit.
23 hits. So yeah, also all of us, we don't really over embellish. Sometimes we go more, sometimes we go less. But it does become a case of 14 I hit it with this, my bonus action's this. We're not, it's not Matt Mercer, but then a lot of your tables won't be. This is exactly how it is, it suits us.
It's 16. I'll try lightning damage.
Okay. So lightning damage isn't on the stopping powers. So yeah, what's the damage?
16.
16 damage. The first one the defender took. Now I know that his health is 42.
Are they called steel defenders?
Clockwork defenders.
No, steel watchers, is it? In Baldur's Gate?
Go watch it.
Steel watchers.
Um,
Different time.
so Charlie, yeah, you've done a good bit of health.
No, other things dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
That's
done?
my turn.
Okay, so it's my go. It's a standard 30 foot of this defender. It has an electrified bite. Its bonus action is a light
Bite?
beam. A light beam. The defender bite. But I like, as I illustrated earlier, it's got more of a sparky hand. Makes more sense. Bite seems like a very
Dog
weird
type of thing.
maneuver. Do you know what I mean? So
Like
I'd
how
much
it
rather
looks,
it.
it doesn't look
I'm
like a
thinking
biter.
taser-handed. That's what I'm thinking. So I've got 2 players I can attack here, and rather than
Neither of them are me, so I'm fine.
rather than choose, I like to be random about it, and I will sort of roll. Sometimes I make them roll, and the lowest roll gets it, and sometimes I roll like 1 to 10, 11 to 20.
Yeah,
Which
come
I'll
on, let's
do
horse
now.
idea.
So this is towards the druid, and I'm going to position myself away from him, from the other player, just to make it a little bit awkward, reach-wise. Druid, I then attack you.
As a horse, my sees a wobbly.
Thanks for that. You see, I didn't know it was. I forgot it was a horse. It's a lot of these things you rely on your players. So 13 plus 5 hits you. So I can roll dice, or I can keep it quick and snappy. So I'll generally keep it snappy first, and then to feel like it's upscaling later, I will roll dice. So 7 piercing, 7 lightning.
Yep.
Then, if the target is a creature, which it is, it must succeed on a strength save or be grappled. That is an escape DC. No, you don't even know that. The strength save is 13, and then it's an escape 13.
So 22.
22, you are not grappled. Now, the stats say that if I grapple someone, I just auto hit until they escape. So,
Oh, God.
round after round, I just continue the bite, which can add
You
up.
keep chasing me.
Which can add up. So,
Me?
I'm done, yeah, Alan.
Okay.
So I like combat because I don't have to think about it. It's mechanically dice rolled. I get to think about other things, what's coming up, and it's just easy.
My thoughts were I could just magic missile it, which obviously
Yeah, I can't do it about.
standard. Or do I do a thunder wave so he drops you? That's my other-
He hasn't got him. I didn't manage
Yeah,
to grapple
he
him.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
I didn't.
Okay, I'll stick to the magic missile then.
So yeah, Alan from the back. Our magic missile is no avoidable from my side. I look to see whether he's immune to force.
Yeah, it will be.
He isn't.
8.
So 8 plus 16 is 24. Yeah, sometimes I get the health wrong. I don't sweat it. The numbers on my sheet are what it is.
It's usually hidden anywhere.
It's usually hidden. Alan, you're done, right?
Yeah, 8.
Damn.
That's it.
That is 10 bludgeoning damage.
10 bludgeoning. Bludgeoning is not something I'm immune to, so that's 34. He's got 42 health, which they don't know about.
Dun-dun.
Turn done. Chiron.
You know, for some reason, I think I have to do like 8 more damage to this thing. I
Well,
don't
this
know
is
why.
the thing. We'll find out when you deal 8 damage.
So since I'm riding him, would I be in melee range of the Necron?
Oh,
I'm
you
a large beast, if that changes
you still
anything.
no, that's fine then, right? If you didn't know you were technically still on top of it. Yes, you can reach him. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna try.
Some would argue that you could have advantage. If you were to argue, hey, I'm on a horse. I'm technically above him. You know, but
But would I get advantage?
you would, because that's how I. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
But since you haven't said that, you
Well,
Hey,
I
hey,
shall say it for him.
what?
I shall say it
You've
for
got
him.
a point to make. What's your point, Joseph?
He's on top of a horse. He should have advantage.
Oh, then yeah, that makes sense to me. You've got advantage.
Good idea.
I know. I'm
Wow.
just a bit like.
Truly, that I feel like that's inspiration.
You know, a lot of players you do sort of say, you know what, drinking a health potion. I just or setting up my next action
Oh,
using a
so
turn
true.
before is like, Dad, this or Chris, this sucks. Can I do that and something else? I feel it's a bit the disappointment kind of overrules the rules. It's like, well, yeah, if you're not, if that sucks, then let's not do it. so I don't really care. It's more about the experience.
I'm doing a chill touch.
Okay.
You say inspiration to remind me that that's even a thing in the game, and I have lucky, and I just forgot.
Yeah.
And maybe in my
AC
class,
17,
I get a
Charlie.
once per day free reroll.
And,
Twice.
Now Charlie always rolls behind his hand and always does really well. And we just let it happen.
15.
15. No, you miss. Even with advantage.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So after Chiron, it is the defender, and I am going to not hit the horse, but hit the guy on the horse.
Challenge accepted.
And with a +5 to
Since because you're higher, you have
Five.
advantage against him, doesn't mean that you have disadvantage
Disadvantage.
on getting him, because, you know.
that makes I've already rolled crap.
Okay.
So yes, I miss because you just pull your leg away,
Mhm.
and I hit the horse instead.
no,
No, seriously.
reasonable.
I do miss even on a either way I miss. So yeah, I miss you both. Alan,
Yeah. Do I cast Great Bonfire underneath?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Create Bonfire is one of those spells that is kind of niggly. But if I was
What
on the
did you say?
if I was on the
We might have to beep that.
niggly. So if I was on your side, I would absolutely do it. But
Because you're
it's
not.
kind of irritating. But it's what is it 1d6
Well,
every time?
I then had another thought, which is that if I cast that first, then if successful next, because I also have Magnify Gravity, so I'm thinking that might be a cool
Yeah.
double thing where you like lock them in place on it.
Yeah. I'm not I wouldn't say, I'll be saying this in my head. So I put something red on it.
Yeah.
If you're doing it.
Yeah.
Just to remind us that every turn it's a 1d6, I think. It's gonna die
It makes
next
a dex save.
I make a dex save.
I don't
My
need to look up the
dex
rules, you know
is
more.
+2. Well, it's a 22.
Uh,
Well, 20. I'm not a max. 20 automatic
sorry.
passes.
No
for,
damage.
for the first casting, it's just him rolling to attack. But every subsequent one, that's
To
the dex
attack?
save.
Or just roll
Yeah,
damage.
I thought you did an attack with it, but
Really?
or is it just a save like you say?
Uh,
Save every round after.
yeah, it's save every round after, but I'm pretty sure.
Any creature in this bonfire space, when you cast the spell, not succeed on a dex save or take a d8 fire damage. It's a d8.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm getting everything
I
wrong.
thought it was easy. We just
A creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
so I have to move out of the fire because the fire doesn't move with me, does it? Unless you move it.
No, I can't move it. It's
Ah,
just
right.
create it. Well, I guess I can move it by casting the spell again.
Recasting it.
Well, not 20 anyway.
Oh yeah, never mind. No damage.
Yeah. No damage. Okay. So is it under me though or not?
Yeah, it's still there.
Right. Okay. Dan.
I'm gonna move a bit as well.
Yeah.
I attack and I miss. Dun dun.
Chiron.
I'm
No
gonna.
inspiration.
I'm gonna try another chill touch swap. So would I still have advantage since I'm still on the horse?
Yeah.
4. 24 to hit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Uh, 9 necrotic.
So he's done more than the health of this monster, and I have to assess in my head. Some monsters I've been looking forward to running. This is a medium boss, a big boss. They've beaten it. But what's more important is has the scene fulfilled itself? And realistically, I know there's more to come. And so this is like, yes, absolutely fine. Have your moment. How do you kill this thing?
Alright, so as the fire's starting to rise up from the bonfire, I give it a big old smack of necrotic energy. And its head spins and spins and spins until it unscrews itself in ye old cartoon fashion.
Yeah.
And then the fire just rises up and comes, when it falls back down, it's slag.
Fine. It is in bits. Nice.
Yay! So
Hooray!
it was all to my fire.
So now
It's all
you're
thanks to mine.
also aware that this place has dogs, what will alert other defenders to. It's a watchdog, and then its owner. So
Got
yeah,
that dog in him.
Before
yeah.
we continue, I strike a majestic pose.
How's that
Okay.
majestic little close
Nice.
look? I'm interested.
Well, I'm a horse, so,
So you're one of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I fall off when
Was
he
that
does
a
that.
Delaware reference?
What?
Oh, never mind. I think I'm imagining that. That's the thing.
Okay.
I fall off when he does the nay.
Yeah, but you slide down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what can you see in this new
It's
area?
that bad like I heard the word majestic without.
You are in Turbine Heights. Over here, this model is the power station, and these two buildings. This is the jail. This is the infirmary. Or so it says on your map.
Enter at your own risk.
But when you get there, you're like, hang on, have I? Which way around is this?
Right. Okay.
You know.
Are they a bit stupid?
So one's got, you know, a stone sign depicting a crutch hanging outside it above the entrance.
And is that labelled as jail on the map?
Yes.
Right.
And across the road is a two-storey building with a heavy iron door that hangs open. And in the front of the building, there are 4 dead gnomes in armour and fragments of a dog-like automaton. So if this area is labelled wrong, what else is labelled wrong? Turns out nothing. But, you know, that's what I would tease you with. I'd be like, this map doesn't seem to be quite
Right. Okay.
to scratch. And because it comes into my header thing, again, I just think, right, roll constitution checks for the heat. Jacob, you have disadvantage. I try and carry the story on because he wasn't used to it, the heat.
I wasn't. So nat 1.
That's a nat 1.
So 11.
24.
You're fine, Chiron. So yeah, you start to sweat. This is a horribly heated moment. Now, what detriment can I put on Jacob? Do I put it disadvantage
Nah.
until you like drink or sleep or? I look at my lists and see if there's something in here that I can flavour it with.
You have to take off your armor.
Combat and injuries.
I don't have any armour.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. It's got robes, hasn't it?
I'm
He has
naked.
to take
Nothing
off
is
his
wrong.
robes.
No!
Let's look at the lasting injuries.
I'm 15, guys.
See
That's
if
kind of
there's
weird.
We're all 15.
the Derek's not. I've just decided.
Derek isn't here. He's flying majestically above.
Oh.
I'm going to make
Sure.
you roll a D8,
Yeah.
and I will take
For
that off
what?
your hit points.
Oh. Ow. So I'm in a create bonfire.
Well, yeah.
8.
I was going to go 10. I reduced it. Yeah. So yeah, but that's just to show that you're really weakening from this setting to breathe some life into it. So right, but luckily you're outside of the infirmary where we know there are health supplies. So yeah, I'm in a safe zone to
Take
do
damage.
that. Yeah.
Um.
So you got 3. You got 3 main options. I can go in a different building, roll for the random building.
The jail. We know the prisoners have already left, so I thought there was no point.
Well,
There still might be some prisoners from there. We know 2 have escaped. What about the rest?
all guards.
What else?
It said that the guards got out, but if they were wrong, because they don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But I want to go infirmary.
We should go to the infirmary.
Okay, so you go through this double door which is open, and there is a dark hallway. Walking down this dark hallway, there are 3 small examination rooms, and opposite are 3, as you open these doors, like small storage rooms. The
What
highest roll is going to get the loot, so survival rolls.
Survival.
Who's that?
21.
It's high.
70. Is that called? I think that's called. But it doesn't matter anyway. 15.
I'm the survival horse.
6.
Sheesh, unlike you not to be the looter. Well, you come out of a storage room with his hands full of 6 healers
Hooves full.
kits
Who's full?
and 6 who's full of 6 potions of healing as well.
Okay, I'm going to cancel wild shape.
Yeah.
2 healers kits, 2 potions of healing, 2 healers kits, 2 potions of healing.
Thank you.
You sure you don't
If you're giving one up, I'll take it.
Jacob, you found a wheelchair fit for a gnome.
Hey, it's perfect for you.
You found
Great.
gnome crutches.
Nice.
I think this is fine.
Hey,
What, that and the crutch?
know that you need them.
So they're really all healthed up now. I can sort of up my health points should I desire, and I do desire.
Now,
He
why
desires.
would you do that?
Healers kits are just 1 health, aren't they? Like 10 times.
I believe so, yeah. Well,
Because
actually,
then if you get like the
Shouldn't-
healer key kit
you
feet
know,
or whatever, it's
update,
different.
it could be different, doesn't it?
That's true. What was that? I just got something. Oh.
So, what are we gonna do with the wheelchair? We run up
We're gonna
behind
put that gnome in
Tixie
it.
really quick, and she'll fall into it, and then we can just run off.
Yeah, and then just run her off the cliff.
Yeah, carefully so that we don't follow her.
Well, I have levitate.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
Well, I can levitate myself, and then Mage Hand push me up onto.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you're going to be the one running off the cliff with levitate, then I am filled with confidence. Because I know that you won't let yourself fall into the lava.
I mean, I have fire resistance,
It's 10d10 fire damage for in the lava.
so I'm not going in there.
Yeah. How much health do you have?
30.
So, is that each round?
Is that each?
Yeah, you did it in 2 turns.
Is that
usually.
each second in the round?
No.
Each tick.
Also, with my fire resistance, would that affect me needing to keep making the Constitution saves?
Have you drunk yet, have you?
No.
No.
It's just
Yeah, you
my,
don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to be debilitated by anything. Yeah.
okay, it's just my
You
draconic.
Oh right, yeah. So yeah, if anybody is watching this live, then thanks for watching, and I might be making a video out of this and talking over it and just using clips. But yeah, thank you.
I don't remember what these were.
Yeah, they're role play stuff, aren't they? Okay, so I would say if you need things like bandages, arm slings, wet wipes, things like that, they're easy to find here.
Kind of useful to take.
Yeah. But other than that, it's just a hospital of sorts.
You guys want to go raid somewhere else?
So I'll put you in one of those buildings, which was the
Raid? I wouldn't say that.
Oh, sorry. Peacefully loot.
Borrow.
Burgle. Burgle
No.
is the word you're looking for.
No.
Armed robbery.
Armed?
You have arms, don't you?
I
Not
think so.
one.
What's happening over there?
yeah. That's
I
the,
thought you opened
that's
that
the
ages ago and
lava.
didn't touch it.
It's the lava. Okay. So you walk out on the street. I guess perception check would be an idea.
Natural 20, 25 total.
14.
18.
The streets are empty.
Good. I'm glad.
Are you going into an innocuous building, the jail, or towards the power station?
Jail?
Jail.
Jail.
Okay, so you walk over these dead gnomes. Seem to be prison guards killed by robots. But they definitely managed to destroy one of the dog robots. And you'll probably see footprints in the floor, realising that a bugbear ran away with a goblin. So, you know those slipped away.
This area is next to the power station, isn't it?
Not too far.
Do you just want to go there?
I mean, we could search the innocuous building because there definitely won't be any robots in there for an ambush.
Well, it seems pretty innocuous.
Yeah, we'll search the innocuous building.
It's one of that is one I'll just roll for. Or you'll roll for. D100. Do this, that's all while you're doing it.
Yeah, might as well.
That is a 63.
63 gives you a cartographer's workshop. You go in there, it's all. Is that map making?
Yeah.
So, yeah, all maps up on the walls. No, nothing of
Yep.
interest.
So
Do we have an
so-
accurate map of this place?
Yes, okay, yeah. Like I have our D&D maps up there, you see a correct one. Wonderful. You could probably sell it
Yeah.
if you want to thief this place.
So it's just like this map.
Yeah.
Is that the sort of map that they're doing? Cartography?
Sure.
I mean, I'd probably just like look at that map and then just make corrections on the map we were given.
Yeah. Okay, alright. So you notice that everything on that map seems correct.
Okay, except the.
It was just written in a hurry and a stress.
Okay. So I just make those quick corrections and we move on, I think.
Yeah, you come back out into the street, the power station lies up ahead. Pause while I see whether I forgot a detail.
How difficult do you think it would be to break what the overflow stood on? What the overlook is stood on?
Well, what is
Oh
it
no,
stood on?
you couldn't, Jake.
If it's just like a pillar of
You
stone,
sure?
Then shatter.
No, it's it's a huge stalagmite.
How much time do we have?
and are there any pickaxes we can find?
Well, yes, a mining town.
And are there any dwarves digging holes?
So I'm going to introduce the thing that I forgot to give this location earlier. Is this steam seems to waft down your way and obscure the streets from the power station sort of end. The streets of this district are filled with steam. Through the haze, you can see bright street lamps and abandoned buildings. Every 15 seconds, a bolt of electricity arcs from a metal tower in the middle of the district across to other similar towers in other districts. This because something is altering the power station's ability to do what it should.
I think we should go to the power station now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so there's no fight in the street. You come over to the power station.
This is quite a innocuous building.
No, this is not very innocuous, yes.
Innocuous.
Because it's a 30-foot tall metal tower extending from the rooftop of this blocky one-storey building. The tower crackles with electricity and spews clouds of steam. And every 15 seconds you see it discharge electricity across the lines. Electricity lines. Inside, the interior of this power station is one big room filled with billowing clouds of steam. 4 howling turbines take up most of the floor space. There is a little map on the post. Iron steps lead to a 6-foot-high iron balcony on the west side of the room. At the north end of the balcony is an iron ladder that leads to a trapdoor on the roof. The balcony also has a metal console.
Do you think?
So this turbine seems to be not working correctly, but you can't tell why because of all the steam coming off it at this moment from where you are.
Does anyone have gust of wind?
It's a good idea.
No. I can blow really hard.
Do either of you have any ideas of making a fan or something? Alan, take off your rods. We're going to use it as a fan.
No, stop telling me to take my clothes off. Why does every plan you come up with involve me getting naked? Blowing really hard's all I got. That's all I'm coming up with. There's 3 of us. We can all blow really hard. You turn it into some sort of.
I'm all about it.
Oh,
You want to rest like 8 hours?
but we have a nap.
You hear the twisting and turning of metal. Something is. Almost sounds like a robot moving in the mist. It's, let's see.
I think we should leave.
Ah, the pricking of my thumb. Something wicked this way comes.
It's not going to burn you.
What is
It's not going to
my-
burn you.
my
It's,
guy
it's
laugh?
atmospheric rather than. Oh, I'm going to burn my face off.
Yeah.
Is the steam like too thick to see through, or
Give me a perception check to look at a break in the mist. So I'm thinking 15. Yeah.
Nah.
9.
uh,
You still have what points?
I'm not using him on perception.
12 plus proficient 2, 15 exactly.
You see a robot half in machinery stuck.
Alright.
He seems to have fallen off a balcony up where the control panel is, or been pushed over and trapped.
I think if we temporarily shut the power station down, remove that robot, and then start it up, it should all be working again. Anyone?
I wasn't listening. I was reading
It's
something.
a
What is it?
robot's hind legs are trapped in a turbine, and Charlie says, "Shut the thing off, and then put it out, and then start up."
Yeah, sounds right. Turn it off and on again.
I can wait out here and put it out if you want to go inside and shut it off.
Yeah, you shut it off, the two of us go down, pull it out.
Yeah. How do you shut it? If you just did a big obvious button or lever or something? Easy.
So you go these metal ladders, climb up, walk along a gantry.
Just be careful not to fall off like he did.
Control.
Well, it's not me to be careful. I
Yeah,
can press the
there is a hole in the fencing, as it were. There's a metal console overlooking the turbines, inscribed with a map of the town, and next to the map, several switches, one for every district, one for the slag line, one for the power station itself.
Wasn't it all in Gnomish?
Sure, but the picture on it kind of helps. But
There are diagrams with specific areas highlighted.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Bridges, district, slag line, power station.
do you think you're actually going to need comprehend languages?
Probably not.
Okay. Try to just do it.
Shut it all off.
I shut it all off.
We go down, try and remove the
You
robot.
go down. The steam from the other three things dissipates, and this thing's like sort of trapped in by his legs, but like grasping out at you.
Hang on, what? I just sorcerer's
Kill it.
past it until it
It
dies.
has 24 health remaining, but the players don't know that.
Is it still?
Oh, it's alive.
Yeah, is it
But is it
still
trapped?
pinned and trapped?
Yeah, it's in there. You need to. The blades can't go
Yeah,
down
so
because
just
its
kill it
legs.
first.
Yeah,
Keep
so
shooting it.
I just sorcerer's blast it till it stops moving.
I mean, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's got nowhere. But I can attack you back.
How?
By you're doing a range. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can scrub that off. You blast, it dies.
Was it one of the shriekers as well?
No, it does say defender, so yes, it is.
No, an observer's one of the.
That's right. Yeah, I thought it was a medium one.
Yeah.
So I put a Necron on. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you,
Then we remove
You
it.
pull them out.
yeah, get all the bits down the bottom, bits underneath the bottom, fall down some sort of metal tubing.
Right. You can
you
turn
good,
it back on
guys?
now. Yep.
Turn it on.
Turn the station on.
Turn it on. It's alive.
Yeah, the smoke, the steam is fine now.
Restore the bridges. Very important.
How do I do that? Do I know how to do
Just
that?
bridge switch.
In
There's
common?
one for each 9 bridges. A bridge can be raised by turning its switch to the left.
Whichever isn't always to the left,
Yeah,
put to
ching,
the
ching,
left.
ching, ching, ching. You all the bridges extend.
Yeah.
The
Be honest, you
district
might just figure it
switches.
out while we are.
All there's lighting in the district switches need turning on.
Oh, lighting. Yeah, I'll do that too.
There's a slag line.
Oh, is that's the bucket?
Mm.
Yeah. Do that
You
too.
click that, and
Just turn everything on.
You turn
just-
everything
yeah,
on?
Yeah, you just hear
If it's off, I turn it on. Or does it look
they
dangerous?
move for 1 minute. Stop for 1 minute.
Okay.
Right, so they're on a minute timer.
Yeah,
So?
man. Yeah.
That's that. So yeah, you come back outside and you see like all the places lit around the area, and the bridges extended
And no more steam?
safely. No more steam.
Was there an AC? Is that an
Sure.
option? Yes.
Yeah, let's say that some of the heat, their various fans to cool people down. Yeah, makes sense.
Hell yeah. What does plus 120 feet plus 150 feet mean?
The distance to the lava, I assume. Like, if you follow, that's how far.
Does that sound right?
Where are you looking at it?
Like on the bridges.
That's probably how far the bridges extend.
Oh.
Maybe.
Doesn't look like it, judging by the scale.
Is it how high? I think it's how. Tell you what it is. It's how high
Right, yeah.
the plateaus are. The actual.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cave Mouth is low, Smolder Town, Old Lockford, and Turbine Heights
Or a bit higher than the
a
Overlook.
bit higher, but then the Overlook is
yeah.
Yeah,
is,
because the
is,
overlook's highest, yeah.
is the highest.
That's why it's called that.
I suppose so.
So you want to just go straight to the overlook now?
No.
Of course you don't.
Yeah.
I want to go do the failsafe first and turn all the robots off.
Oh, we'll
Actually,
try that second.
he makes a valid point.
I feel like that seems like a good first step.
Yeah, we'll go do that.
So you walk over the bridge, and I'm going to need perception checks for looking out for robots.
19.
Keep forgetting.
13.
15.
Okay, there are. Do I put a battle in here? So now over 10 I do. I don't. It's not warm. The streets are empty. You lucky devils. I think you're over here now. So you
It's
go
not
over the
luck.
bridge. You come into this street area, and you've got a tavern and you've got a foundry.
Tavern.
Hanging above the entrance of this grimy
Not
stone
again.
building is a painted wooden sign that depicts gemstones pouring from a flagon. A minor magical effect causes the gemstones to glitter invitingly.
It still seems pretty inviting.
Are you invited enough to go in?
Yes.
I'm not.
You're
But
not.
I will come in since they are.
So you go in here. Now you see at the end of the bar someone with a sword hand and a big shield,
Oh, hi.
and
Sort of
she's
like
saying,
this.
and I just
Yeah.
don't, yeah, and I just don't know how I'm gonna. But sees you come in, clicks, this door appears in light next to her.
Oh man, we just want a drink.
She steps through it.
Oh, she can do that. Wait, what level is she?
Dimension door.
Dimension door.
Actually, dimension door.
Mhm.
What the hell? Maybe we can just leave her alone.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't.
As she's going through, she goes, "Break time's over, Poots."
Wait, what level's
Yes.
dimension door? Maybe I'm overestimating it.
As soon as she says poots, I just say,
Level 4.
what kind of idiot
Oh,
calls their
I
robot
just thought it was
poots?
more than that.
Either she has a magic item or she is at least 7th level.
I'm
We can take
hoping for the magic item.
So there's loads of stools next to a bar. Hanging over the bar are two soot-stained lanterns burning with continual flame magic. There's half-drunk flagons of beer which smell quite mushroomy, that were abandoned in the evacuation.
Okay, you can feel free to just have your fill.
I won't.
Are you sure?
We're dealing with someone who knows Dimension Door.
Yeah. So,
Maybe a stiff drinks in order.
Yeah, exactly. We need some liquid courage. Here.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking from a half-drunk flagon.
Well, the door to the cellar is open,
Oh well, now I have them.
so you walk down some very tight steps, and here are kegs of beer called Rubble Club Classic.
Sounds
There's actually a
fancy.
plaque and a picture up on the wall. A very proud-looking deep gnome staring for his photograph. The invention of Rubble Club by Gliffy Rubble Club, in fact. And then there's some more kegs of whiskey called Oofenclanger's Finest.
Oofenclanger.
And that is
I've not
all.
written anything down in
That is
so long.
all that's down here.
Well, you know what they say about spirits: the weirder the name, the better it tastes. Gotta have it.
So are there any flagons?
No, they're upstairs. They're all the glass and
I'm
that.
going to go upstairs. I'm going to get a flagon.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
going to bring it downstairs. Get the
Whiskey or the beer?
beer.
The beer. Absolutely fine.
Raise the glass of the portrait and just down it.
You glug 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 glug. It feels fantastic having liquid in you. Yes, Charlie.
Is there like a register, like a cash register? kind of?
Upstairs, yes.
Alcohol flammable.
That's very, very good point for you to make. We should keep note of that. Can I try and open the cash register?
Yeah, the big green button. Ka-ching! It comes out. I roll 3d20s for gold. 7, 6, and 14. 21, and then that's 27 gold.
Okay. I'll split that with the group.
I don't need any. I have alcohol.
I'll split that with myself.
Whoa.
Hey, you didn't want to come in here.
Yeah.
I'd like some.
Okay.
Are you having up to drink? Warm water, beer, or whiskey?
You know, considering how dehydrated.
I'll have
you
some
are.
warm water.
Yeah. You Google it down.
Google.
Um,
I'm googling.
roll me a d20 to throw up after googling.
Throw up?
Yeah, do a conserve.
Water.
Warm water.
I don't throw up from warm
Oh,
water.
if you're that convinced, don't roll
Oh,
it.
what a lightweight. Can't even drink his water.
He just drank warm.
You've been
Whatever
feeling,
that was called.
You rolled a bad con save ages ago.
Yeah.
Fine, okay. No matter, does it?
What's that guy drinking? He's fine.
Beer's fine.
Yeah, beer's
It's
fine.
still just as warm.
Eh,
That's warm
magically
water
though.
with yeast
Yeah.
mixed into it.
Yeah, okay. I will be overruled.
I mean, it was in the cellar, so.
No, but I really
Nearer
want
the
beer.
lava. Yeah. Alright,
All right.
what do we now?
We're going to the foundry.
Alright,
Does anyone talk about Poots? You know, imagine if this was a role playing game. What would you actually say?
I already said Poots was a stupid
Yeah,
name.
yeah. Who's Poots though?
I don't know.
No, I
It's
don't.
probably a robot of some kind.
I thought it was just a nickname, right? No, it's like an actual name.
Yeah, like hey guys.
Yeah. Come on, Poots.
Yeah,
Is it? It does sound like the sort of thing like maybe like a mafia boss would say.
yeah.
Poots.
Well, I'm gonna gluggle.
Puss in Boots.
I'm gonna gluggle some water and
Okay.
and I'll make your save.
Thank you.
Like someone.
You know what? I will also go.
And I'm going to give you temporary hit points.
What if he fails?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Unnatural 20.
1d4 temp hit points.
I go the smarter and I fail the save.
Oh,
Nine.
okay.
You're dead.
Yeah, it goes down the wrong hole. You choke a bit.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with it being warm. That's
No.
just water.
Yeah, it's just revolving.
He just wanted us to test if we could drink water. If we knew how.
Do I need to roll to walk next?
No.
Could be
I
silly.
trust you can walk.
You just wrong.
So, the next big building in this area would be a workshop.
To the foundry.
To the foundry.
Oh, no, there's a foundry as well.
Yeah, foundry.
Absolutely. Okay.
Like the BTT.
The soot-stained foundry stands at the edge of this district, overlooking the magma lake far below. Its huge sliding doors stand open, revealing dark furnaces and silent machinery. A raised loading dock allows access to the dangling buckets of the slag line, which deliver unrefined ore to the foundry. So yeah, every minute these things move along.
You know, we could probably use the noise of them moving along to mask us walking along.
Now, inside the foundry walls, there's no actual
guess.
roof to allow the heat from the lava to permeate upwards. And there's very little. Well, maybe empty, a little bit of slag, and then it'll full, and then full, and then full, and empty. You know, as they sort of like evacuate. So.
So we're just moving on, or
Well, because this is meant to be one of those. It's like how we can move around.
Yeah, you can use the bridges,
So-
or you can hang into these buckets and.
We have the bridges. We don't need to
I was
hang on.
wondering if it'll ever come in useful for anything.
Well, looking at the map, does it circumvent
Not really.
like the observers?
I guess maybe yeah. If you're not going.
You're not on the
standard
streets,
paths.
are you? You know.
But we will be hanging across buckets going over like an open pit of lava.
Yeah, but if you don't rock it too much, unless you got attacked by something in the air to rock the bucket,
but that wouldn't happen.
probably not. They're probably not.
Why are you
thought of
smiling
that.
a little bit?
Probably
No,
not
but-
thought of that.
I'm also concerned. You mentioned that the person could control bridges from the Overlook as well.
I believe so. Yeah.
So if she decides to just retract all bridges, we'll have no other choice.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure she won't do that.
She knows you're here now, face to face.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just we'll think about this later. Let's just get the go to the workshop.
I feel so.
Okay, so yeah, you come out of the foundry, you walk up the streets. I am going to put a fight in the streets. Jacob, roll a d6.
3.
3, 2 clockwork defenders.
Egats.
Boom, roll initiative.
18.
I've not heard of EGAD since the
18.
17th century.
Which one got 8? Which one got 18?
I got
eight.
it.
I got 18.
18.
Is that cocked?
8.
No.
I think that's cocked, you know.
Defenders.
Doesn't look like it.
It looks cocked to me.
No.
My defenders
Yeah, you
always
should look at it from this
last.
angle, man. I mean it, man. That's slanted. You can clearly see it's propped up on there.
Chiron,
Hey,
Chiron.
don't knock it. Don't knock it. Don't knock it. Look at that.
That's not cocked.
Look at it from the side.
That's
It's
the
not.
fall.
It's not horizontal.
That's a 4. And I also got a 4. What's your dex?
Hey, if you put them next to each other, like.
Not cocked. What's your dex, Jake?
It moved. Well, I've still got a 10 total.
Ah, damn it, okay. Chiron, you're up.
I'd roll 10. Like, why you got +6?
Because I get +3 from my dexterity and +3 from my intelligence because of my chronomancer subclass.
So I write number 1, number 2,
You should get the alert as well. You
and
always go first.
No.
I write 50 health. 50 health just to make it different. And also, I can swap out the electrified bite for anything I make up, but do the exact same +5 and do the exact same damage. I can just make it more interesting by flavouring it.
So I've done a chromatic orb with a natural 20. Reading for it. Do I do the percentiles or?
They're all on my phone. I can't access any of them. So tell me what you do, and I'll try and.
It's chromatic orb, so it's full damage and then 40. Yeah, 40 is first level 0.
So how can we implement that into a? Oh, that was a critical hit with the chromatic orb. What would you picture it as?
The orbs gets twice as big,
Mm.
and it's properly slams into it, maybe knocking it
Knocking
over.
it over. Okay, we'll knock number one over. Sure.
Then I roll damage, and if it does, I can then attack number
Yeah.
2 with it. 1, 8, 8, and 6. So 16 plus 6 is 22 plus 3, 23, and then what's 48? What's 4 times 8?
32.
32.
I don't know why I couldn't do that.
28 so far plus
So it's 23 plus 32.
55, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was going to say that 100 health points of enemy might be an issue, but you've just taken one straight out.
Did you also roll 2 8s?
Yeah.
Because it's chromatic orb, if you roll the same number on 2 or more die, then you can make an attack roll against another target.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll move that 5 points over to number 2, which you are rolling over, to be fair.
Okay. 11 plus 6, 17.
Is what you need.
8, 6, 2, 6. 12, 20, 22.
So that's 27 damage. So you took out 1.5 bad guys with this chromatic orb. But Dan, you decide to act next.
Shouldn't it be Alan?
Should it?
What did you get?
I got an 8, you got 10.
It should be me.
Oh, because you
Yeah.
jumped with your. I'll look at your die rolls, yeah.
Yeah.
Alan.
Hello. How much damage did you deal to the second one?
27.
Hmm.
What about the 5 that went over?
I did, that's included.
Ah,
27.
you
So I
got
need-
23.
Right.
Yeah, 23.
Fireball.
I don't have that.
Ah, well, you suck then.
Neither do you.
I'm a sorcerer.
Alright, I'll just make my silent.
Great bonfire.
But it's really cool, trust me.
At what level are you magic missiling?
Level 1. I don't think I've cast a single second level spell slot. Like,
Probably not.
What second level spells do you have?
the only one I've prepared is Hold Person.
No, you have not cast that.
Yeah, you definitely
No,
not.
because we've not encountered any persons. We've never fought a humanoid, so it's never.
There are no humans here.
Yeah, they're all robots, so I can't
Don't-
use it.
Don't worry, we got the gnome lady.
And the other one that I took, but I haven't prepared, just because I thought it was pretty neat, is a movable object, because that's what I used to beat Traumacritus. So,
Yeah, that would be pretty nice to have.
but I'm doing this at second level, so that's
Alright.
7. Add 3 is 10. Add 4 is 14.
14 damage. That would be 37, 41.
Finish him.
I don't think I can.
Do a thing.
It's 9
So
damage.
yeah,
now?
yeah, 9 damage left. You
Oh, I might
run
be
up-
able to do that. Bonus action, surely, main action. That is 6 force damage.
6.
Turn down.
No.
Right, you're stood in my face. So, I didn't use the bite last time, so because you're stood in my face, I'm going to use it legitimately. It goes to bite you.
AC 13.
8 plus 5. 13. 7 piercing damage. I'm going to roll for it. Which might be worse. And this is why you use averages. But 1d8 plus 3. That's 8. Plus 2d6. So 8 plus the lightning damage of 4. 12 damage. I need you to make a strength save or you're grappled.
10.
You are grappled. Nice. I got him. So this one clings onto
Come on,
you.
Cairo.
Chiron, this thing's holding Dan.
Right, I'm gonna try a sorcerer's blast on it. I miss.
You miss, I still have him.
Me.
I start charging up my next electrified.
I'm gonna kill you. If only there was something I could do.
I can take it, even if you do nothing.
No.
Hear me out. Create bonfire.
No.
Why not?
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna firebolt. But I cast Mage Hand and slap him in the face with it.
Nice.
So which is 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 6 damage. So
He's dead.
Dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You clonk him and his powers down and lights go
Consider him
out
clonked.
of his eyes and yeah. Druid turns around and
Watch
just
it,
pushes
clonked.
it over and it crumbles to bits. Oh, bits fly off it.
Wow, bro just got clonked.
His name probably was Clonk as well. So you walk away from the foundry, take out 2 defenders in the road. Now it's time to go on to the workshop.
Yeah.
So there's a windowless 2-storey structure that has a single door tucked near a corner on the ground floor. Standing, you're going to go this whole. Oh, we'll go around here. I shouldn't have stopped talking. Standing in front of the door. Okay, I'm going to move it back around here. Is an 8-foot tall bipedal construct made of chipped stone, rusty metal, and green copper. Its heavy iron gauntlets are clenched into fists, and the ominous helm that forms its head turns slowly, scanning from side to side, and then looks at you.
Shield Guardian.
You shall not pass. Yeah, Shield Guardian.
Where's the amulet?
Well, there's a thing about how it doesn't have an amulet. Tixie has reprogrammed it.
No. Unreprogram it.
You're a smart one. You should do
So it's blocking its way into
I'll bring up Twitch.
the workshop, and you need to get into this workshop.
We do need to get into this workshop. I don't really want to fight a shield guardian.
If you guys could maybe draw it away, so you.
The distraction.
Yeah. Do you have any wild shape plans?
If we have long rest, I can. Watch it.
Do you think either you can climb up one of the buildings and then just like throw a spell at it?
Maybe.
But we're working on the assumption it'll go after whoever attacked it, not just stand here.
If we'll just stand here, we can just shoot it and it'll die.
Oh well.
Yeah. And then I can just.
Now this thing cannot go in. It's too big to get into the building itself. I'll mention that detail files.
And then
Can
I
you
can
sneak
just
around it?
use the dagger to go invisible and go right in.
Oh, well, I think you can just do that.
Yeah, I could.
Does it
I
have
could
true sight though?
doubt it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't think they do. But
Let us know.
So if you want to sneak
No.
around it and open the door, and we can just run past.
Yeah!
We can disengage and then run
We'll
past.
just run past.
We'll just run past and nothing bad will happen.
What's it going to do? Break down the entire wall just to get in?
Yes.
I doubt it. He seems chill. Does he seem chill?
he's
died.
on guard. He's very much under.
Yeah, he seems chill.
He seems chill because no one's tried to snake in for ages. But he's like, he's just a robot doing his job.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you
So-
go invisible.
Yeah, I'll take out my dagger and then just try and sneak past him.
Oof, it's in tight. He stood guarding the door.
He's got wide legs.
He's 10 feet tall. I might be able to just go underneath his legs.
And weird.
Ooh,
Jeez,
I'm going to give you a stealth above my usual 15. I'm going to say 19 to get between his legs.
If anyone can do it, it's you.
And you have your heroic reroll of the day.
Oh yeah.
And because you're within 30 feet of me, I can make you reroll. Twice.
Nice.
really lower than that.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
What was it?
It was a 6. 19 plus 4 is what I needed.
23.
So yeah, you choose your moment, slide between its legs, through the door. What we'll say is open, otherwise you'll just hear it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just got side between its legs and it's gone.
Yeah, yeah. So you walk in. You enter this building here.
Okay.
Anyone else got a plan to get in?
We can lure him away and then bolt it past.
I think they. Do you know how fast they move?
It's 30 feet.
Okay. I didn't know if they had big strides.
Don't worry. I'm the guy who always has them whenever they show
Yeah.
up in campaigns.
Another thing we can do, I can also entangle it to make it in difficult terrain to help us get
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. If we just don't come up with a plan and we just yell at it and then we figure out the plan while we're running around, I feel like that will work out a lot better. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also one.
Oi!
I don't think.
No, it doesn't.
I do that.
Just
It stands guard.
noise
In
included.
case
Oh
I've
damn!
I've already run away. So whatever you do,
Oh,
you're
am I that close to it?
No.
I'll firebolt its face.
Okay, now it will chase you. Yeah,
Yeah.
so make a ranged attack against a 17.
So anyway, while these
17
guys are
plus
doing that, I'm
5.
going to be looking through the.
Yeah.
8 fire.
8 fire, then Charlie, you hear this thing run off against the little boys.
Is that the Benny Hill theme?
Charlie, inside the ground floor is one big work area containing a smelter, drums filled with clockwork parts, and a dizzying array of tools. Mounted on one wall is a ladder that ends before a trapdoor in the ceiling. Inscribed on the floor is a geometric, complex design that pulses with light. In the middle of this design, embedded in the floor, is a 1 foot square metal box with a keyhole in it.
We don't have a key.
Do you have a knock?
Yeah. I can. I'm gonna walk up to it and try and knock. Wait. First, I'm gonna look around for any traps or wards.
You will see over in a room over here are 2 animated armors in this scene. What? Constructing the robot. They make the robots.
Okay.
They haven't spotted you yet, but you walked over to the box.
I'll creep over. Yeah. Still invisible.
Still invisible. Yeah.
Something we have to consider. Knock can be heard up to 300 feet away. That means you'll likely also alert the shield guardian.
Subtle spell.
Problem solved.
Don't think that stops that. I feel like it should. It makes sense that it should, but that's not what it says.
You enter the geometric pattern. I need you to make me a DC 15 save. Jake, I don't have it to hand. I need the Crown of Madness.
The what?
Play, is it in the players thing?
Oh, that is a spell.
How are you doing?
What is it?
DC 15, I don't know what save I'm trying to get. What?
It'll be wisdom
Wisdom,
save. It'll be wisdom.
It'll be wisdom, yeah.
Nah, 20.
Yes, so you're on wisdom save of the charm condition. Spectral crown appears on the charm target's head, and it must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Neat.
Because there's no one around that you can make a melee attack against, you will just act normally anyway.
Useful. I mean, there's the Guardian.
Well,
I don't
you
think
use
so.
action before moving, so
Ah.
yeah.
But as long as you social distance, you're alright.
What was your save?
Was 20.
Help me out with what happens, Joseph.
If he succeeds a wisdom save, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay, so yeah, you find this security box embedded in the floor. So the hole's in the top. You don't have a key.
If I were to subtle spell knock, would that make the alerting noise? Or not?
Yeah.
Subtle spell. Yeah, okay.
Oh, with the subtle spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
the
guess.
spell only eradicates verbal, somatic, or material components.
No, yeah, it wouldn't help you then.
No.
You need the key. The key's in the safe.
Where's the safe?
Jacob, there's a shield guardian
You're right, yeah.
running your way.
Well, I'm running the other way.
And I'm running a different way.
Okay.
I don't suppose you're dashing giveaway.
Don't be silly.
It's going to roll at you +7 to a 9. 16 to hit you. You can reach 10 feet. 16 to hit you, Jake.
That's not 10 feet.
Oh, I've not moved it, but yeah.
Whoa! What did you roll, sorry?
16 to hit.
Yeah.
11 bludgeoning damage and 7 force.
Where's my AC? Right.
Bish bosh.
How much damage?
11 bludgeoning, 7 force.
To 18.
18. Alan, you'll go.
You
Wait,
have
am I
any-
down? Oh, I'm down.
Oh! Yeah, because no one's healed
I
already.
already took. I took 8 damage earlier from the heat.
So you hit the deck. The thing's happy. It turns and looks at you, Dan.
You just go, hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
That guy was crazy, man. I told him to stop.
I'm going to cast Entangle. So,
Okay.
it says grasping plants sprout. From
Yeah.
the heat, well, I'm assuming they
Just
won't just
magically
like,
does it.
so a 20-foot square within range, so
Yeah.
just
It's like 4 by 4, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay, nicely placed, yeah. Let's see what you've done there.
so he has to make a strength save. Shield Guardian.
Right now?
Yep.
Yeesh. 6.
He fails. He's restrained.
Damn! Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm all wrapped up. You charge off a bit. Okay. The shield guardian gets a chance at getting out.
Yep, he can use his action to try escape.
Strength, I guess, +4.
Yep.
At 13.
Succeeds. He's no longer restrained. But that is
But difficult terrain. 30 feet, so 10, 20. Only just out of, well, actually the back part of him is still in it. So, yeah, I'm still snuggled. Charlie, what's you doing? Give me a stealth check, because I'm going to see. Ooh. Okay, I don't notice you, but whatever, you know.
I could get one.
You could.
I don't. 8.
So, yeah, these things downstairs. What do you do? There's a ladder to a trapdoor.
Is there any way I can block the way to them?
The trapdoor's up here, right? And this like walled off for heat, but it's kind of open. They're just doing their stuff, so it's not like
So there's nothing I could put there to.
no.
Okay. Then I'll probably try and make my way upstairs.
So I'll get you to into that corner. Yeah. It did say to a trapdoor. Trapdoor. Okay, it seems to open up. You go upstairs. The workshop's upper floor consists of a sparse room furnished with a simple bed and work tables covered in schematics. There is an iron safe, 5 feet on each side, standing against a wall. It's thick metal door fitted with a combination lock and a handle.
Okay. I'm gonna first look around the room for any like clues as to what the combination could be.
You would see that it's a combination lock, so thieves' tools would be necessary. A knock spell would work. And there's a shimmering in the air like it's got the alarm spell on it. So there would be a particular word, a command word, to get past that lock, and then you have to lock your way in.
Okay. Spell list. Don't have to spell magic.
Yeah, there's an abjuration vibe going on here.
I mean, it's just alarm spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys think we should just knock and then hide?
You have the dagger.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, is there somewhere in the room I can hide?
Not really.
It is quarter to.
It's quarter. Well, I think here would be a good place to stop then.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Charlie?
Looking for somewhere to hide and then.
There's nowhere to hide.
Well, I am invisible, so it's like a
You're
corner. I can
invisible.
just
Oh
put
yeah,
myself
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Right, so I'm just gonna cast knock on it.
Yeah,
to
it unlocks.
it,
The
and then-
alarm spell is still
Yeah. So
around it.
if it.
So it's lock comes off it, but it's got this. It's a thread, isn't it? That if you bypass the thread,
Yeah.
it alarms.
I'm just gonna open it and then run in.
Oh, you break the alarm.
Run to the corner.
Yeah, you run to the corner invisibly, and Tixie Tockworth teleports straight away in, but there's no one there. Can she see invisibility? I mean, she'll know that someone's here.
Also, the knock spell wasn't audible to 300 feet away, so the shield guardian and those guys would have heard it.
Yeah, okay. So they start to come up too. And that's where we'll leave it for this week. Thank you. Thanks for watching, if anyone watches, and otherwise I'll see you in a future video.
Be sure to like,
Well,
comment, subscribe.
Just, yeah, do all the things, and
Give us
talk to
money.
you later.